It's Suwannee High Bulldog Football on RiverCountrySports.com. Brought to you in part by Suwannee Parks and Recreation, bringing you the Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 16th and 17th in Live Oak. By Roundtree Moore Ford on Highway 90 across from the mall in Lake City. By Bird's Eye Roofing. Visit birdseyeroofing.com to request a free estimate. By Live Oak's Beef O'Brady's and the UPS store of Live Oak. By Live Oak Jewelry. By West Aney Chevrolet. By the Suwannee County School District. By Faye's Flowers. By Companion Animal Hospital. By the Second Chance Thrift Store. By Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor for Suwannee County. By Wood Electrical Services and Woods Family Fitness. By 50 Cow Coffee and Desserts. By Cheek and Scott Pharmacy. By the Suwannee Quarterback Club. And brought to you by Lafayette State Bank, proudly serving Lafayette, Suwannee, Gilchrist, and surrounding counties since 1946. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast of Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Saddle up, Suwannee. It's rodeo time. The 6th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo will take place October 16th and 17th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the Fairgrounds in Live Oak. There will be roping, along with bronc riding, steer wrestling, cowgirl breakaway, barrel racing, plus bull riding. Gates open at 6 with the rodeo beginning at 7:30. Saturday's rodeo will air live right here on River Country. Don't miss the rodeo October 16th and 17th in Live Oak. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Sometimes you just need a bird's eye view. Call Bird's Eye Roofing for a free estimate. Visit www.birdseyeroofing.com or call 386-935-6559.
It's time for Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Kickoff coming up in about a half hour. Right now, it's time for our pregame show. The pregame coaches show is brought to you by the Second Chance Thrift Store, 501 North 129 in Live Oak. They've got everything from gently used furniture to appliances, clothing, housewares. Call 386-365-6353. Open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5. The Second Chance Thrift Store, 129 North in Live Oak. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. It's time to talk to the coach, and it's a happy conversation because we're coming off a victory, 1-0, baby, at Crystal River.
1-0. It's a great start to the year. We had some moments that we've had to work to correct this week. But the main point of coming out with a victory and those guys having some confidence and momentum early, which is what we've just struggled to do the last couple of years. But I think everything the guys have been through, those guys that have been here and stuck around, they used all of that, and they're ready to play. Physically, they're ready to play. Mentally, they're ready to play. Again, we got to clean up the penalty aspect of the game, but I was proud of the way they handled the trip to Crystal River.
They were a little bit flag happy
A
on
little bit,
Friday night last
just
week.
a
They
little
were
bit.
throwing a lot. Now, a lot of them were self-inflicted,
Yeah,
but there were a lot of celebration and silly penalties. But it all added up. That was the only thing that kind of kept us down a little bit was ourselves.
it was, and that's the biggest thing for those guys to see. You know, you see on film when we're locked in and we're playing discipline and everybody's doing their job, we were really good. But then when we went backwards, or we extended drives, or we had turnovers,
Yeah.
we got in our own way. So again, cleaning those things up. Uh, Again, the penalties, a lot of those are very correctable. So just play hard, play on the edge, but play within the discipline that you're supposed to.
I mean, quite honestly, having running clock in the second half and getting a shutout victory on the road, I mean, you can't ask for much more. And I don't know of a coach in America that's going to look at a game film and say we were perfect. There's
No,
always
yeah,
something to improve on.
yeah, and really in a win like that, you really want to make sure that you emphasize those areas. Hey, man, we've got to fix this. Like, yes, we won the game, but this won't get it done this week and moving forward. So there's always things to correct. There's always things to do better. There's always more ways that we can be focused, more efficient. We had some special teams mishaps with not enough guys on the field. So a lot of the small details that you typically kind of handled during the kickoff classic weren't able to have that one. So we did see some of those early game mistakes, and we need to clean those up tonight.
On the positive side, I thought your quarterback, his first start in a Suwannee uniform, and he went out and performed well. Tough kid,
He
a
is.
little too tough sometimes. I don't want to see him get hurt.
Yeah, we need to pick and choose when we need to be tough and
That's right.
get the extra yard, and then understand when to get down, not taking unnecessary contact, unnecessary hits. But he is a tough kid. He's a willing runner. He's an effective runner. But being more on the path that he needs to run it. When he pulls the ball, instead of trying to outrun everybody outside, get what you can get vertical. Get down. So I love his mentality, but we got to steer that in a little bit more the right direction. But he was very effective running the ball, throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Thought he had a good start, but even with that, you watch the film and you see some of the small areas that we can get better
Yeah, and that film study is important,
for sure.
as kids get that on film and are able to see themselves. I mean, coaches can holler and scream about certain things, do this, do that, but until they see it themselves.
For sure. And, watching film, especially in a win, you want to feel good. I want these kids to be excited and feel good about the win, but also understanding, all right, that's one. We're going to see many better teams moving forward than Crystal River. So we've got to do things the right way, and we got to, be strict on how we watch film and how we coach and correct, hold these guys accountable. So really in a win, be excited, but also look at all the small details of how we can improve as a team.
Yeah, I had a big game out of Trayvon. I thought he ran the ball hard. I thought you had some big catches out there. Bubba Lovett. I
Oh,
mean,
Bubba.
yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, Johnson threw 3 touchdown passes on the night, and one of them went to Ajari Williams, and I was just wondering where that kid came from.
Yeah, Ajari, he's a kid that we've really been hoping that he would come around. He came out late last year. Was more of a special teams backup position. Really wasn't a guy that was a starter. So now he gets into this offseason spring. He had a good spring, and I've told Jar this, man. When you're focused and locked in, man, you can be a very effective player for us.
No doubt.
And he had a big catch, big run after the catch, had a nice block on one of our runs. So Jar is a guy that if he continues on this pace, he'll be a very effective ball player for us.
No doubt about it. And then finally, a comment on that offensive line. They did a nice
Yeah, man.
job. Their first start as a unit, and I thought they did nice. And then defensively, I mean, we held Crystal River to about 55 yards.
Yeah, defense was flying around, and we knew that group was going to do that. We've seen that in practice in spring and going through summer, fall camp against those guys. So we knew what they were going to bring to the table. And again, so that group, you want those guys to play with an edge, play with confidence. But man, when that whistle blows and the play is done, it's got to be done. 'Cause we can't afford to give up. We get them a third and long, then we get a silly penalty that extends the drive. So just again the word of discipline added to that fire and that edge that they play with. And then what you said about the offensive line, there's probably not a group that's been more scrutinized and got onto this from spring and all the way through summer than the offensive line. But that group, they put their head down and work. They're very coachable, so you can get on them hard. You can challenge them. You can push them to get better, and they show up each and every time. And I thought they played their best to this point, and there's much more room for improvement that we can get better. But I do like the way they finished blocks, gave some great effort.
Great start to the season as the Suwannee Bulldogs get the win and move to 1-0 after that 35-0 win on the road at Crystal River. And now it's time for the home opener. The Lafayette Hornets come to town to take on the Suwannee Bulldogs. Last year, we slipped up in Mayo. This year, revenge perhaps here in Live Oak? We'll find out. We'll talk to Coach about the Hornets right after this.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Friday night dog ball here on rivercountrysports.com. Wayne Luttrell with the head coach of the Suwannee Bulldogs, Coach Kyler Hall. And, Coach, tonight we've got the Lafayette Hornets coming in. Now, they come in this year 0-2. A little bit surprising. They fell to Union County. They lost last week, shut out at home by McClay. But this is still a dangerous club. I know you're going to tell me they have great ball players.
Yeah, the record doesn't matter when it comes to Lafayette. Now, this is kind of, different territory for those guys because the last few years they've gotten off to really good starts.
Yeah.
Good ball club last year. But when you watch the film, they have a ton of returners from last year. So this is a team that plays with great pride. I know they're not satisfied and happy with the results they've gotten. But, Union County is a much improved team. McClay is a good team, especially their passing threat. So they play good opponents early. But for us, again, playing our ball, defensively, making sure that we're locked in, we don't give up the big plays. We really try to shut down the run because I believe that's their bread and butter. They're going to try to play downhill. They're going to have some wrinkles that we haven't seen. So, again, being very eye disciplined, playing your assignment. Special teams, which I thought we played really well last week. We need to continue on that track with special teams. And then offensively, eliminate putting the ball on the ground, doing our jobs, do what we're coached to do. But as far as their record go, it doesn't matter. I know what we've seen the last 2 years, and we're going to get that same thing tonight. So we got to be ready to play.
Well, if you think about it, last 2 years, last year they got the upset win in their home stadium. Year before that, they played us for all we wanted. We got away with the victory that night, but that was one of the hardest hitting, most intense games we had all season.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a player, if you're expecting anything less than that, you're setting yourself up for a rough night, because again, they play with great pride. They're senior heavy. They lost some good pieces last year. But number 1, number 5, 15, they've got some good players. Some really tough players. So they're going to give their best effort. I know that. They'll be ready.
Yeah, I know the Bird kid, number 1. That's a kid you're going to have to try to stop. He runs the football. He's all over the field defensively. He's just a great athlete.
He is. He plays downhill on defense. He's a big physical runner, good blocker. Their offensive line, they all returned from last year. They're stout. They stay on block. So they're a good ball club regardless of the record. And with us, we're 1-0, but it doesn't tell a whole lot. Nothing against Crystal River, but this is a better team than we saw last week. So we've got to make sure that we improve our game and cut out those mistakes that we made last week.
And if you look at the schedule, it gets tougher as the season goes on.
Yeah,
Crystal River was a tough test. Now you got Lafayette, step up a notch, and you're going to keep stepping as the season goes. And what you want to see as a coaching staff is improvement, week to week.
For sure. And that's what we've seen since the spring. We've seen this group steadily improve. And so now is no time to get complacent and happy just because we won that first game. Man, let's win 2. Let's get this thing on a roll. Because complacency and not taking opponents seriously, just the silly things of learning how to win. That's what this group has to do now. Prove that we know how to win, show up and work. The weather's been an issue, this week with lightning and different things that have tried to throw it off. So mentally, we're able to get some work in, but physically, not all the work that we would like to have gotten in. But it is what it is at this point. It's going to be a great game tonight.
And number 10, their quarterback, I know we're looking for the run as their primary weapon, but
Yep.
he can throw the football, and he's got some nice targets out there with Osteen and with Wine, number 15. You mentioned him, and the Cook kid, number 8. So they've got some weapons.
They do for sure. And again, they're going to show something we haven't seen. There's going to be some wrinkle. They got us last year in a couple of times with formations and sneaking it back out of the backfield. So those type of things we've got to really be locked in. Because we are going to pressure them. We're going to try to get the quarterback uncomfortable, get him off the. We can live in that chaos. I think it plays to our favor.
How big was the shutout last week? I know as we get late into the ball game, some of the guys that were starters are now on the sideline, and some of the newer guys are in there and getting some reps in. But how big was that to maintain that goose egg on the scoreboard?
Oh, it's huge. When you get and you're in the fourth quarter, and then you start subbing in guys, you want that shutout. There's a end, but no, we're getting you out, get some of these other guys in to get some reps. But that was the first shutout since 22. So to be able to get that on the road, and when the twos and backups came in, they held that shutout. That was big for everybody, and all the guys on the sideline were cheering them on, encouraging them.
That's what I love to see.
Yes, me too. They were stayed locked into the game, so that was a great sign. And we'd love to come out and do it again tonight.
All right, Coach, let's get it done against these Hornets. 2-0 sounds good to me.
Yep, me too. Thank you, Wayne.
Friday night dog ball. Stay tuned. We'll join Andy Day in the booth. Got starting lineups, got the Faze Flower pregame show coming up. Keep it here on a Friday night. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com. Looking for the perfect spot for family dinner or catching the game? Beef O'Brady's. It's all about great food, friendly service, and fun for everyone. From their famous wings to hearty entrees, there's something for everyone at the table. Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak, where every visit feels like home. See you tonight.
We're Lafayette State Bank.
Real people, local people invested in our communities.
Hi, I'm Sandy Millian, the Live Oak branch manager. Go Bulldogs.
And I'm Tiffany Bevel, the Brantford branch manager. Get 'em, Bucks.
Since 1946, Lafayette State Bank, independently owned and operated,
committed to meeting the growing needs of our community.
Proudly serving the Suwannee Valley, your hometown bank.
Lafayette State Bank, serving dogs, bucks, and pickup trucks.
Member FDIC.
Since 1946, Live Oak Jewelry has been this area's go-to for beautiful jewelry and repair services. Check out their selection of watches, bracelets, wedding rings, class rings, earrings, necklaces, and more. Plus, the family-owned and operated jewelry store specializes in expert repair services, ensuring you receive high-quality work performed at a reasonable rate, and most work is done on site by the owners, so you can speak directly to the person doing your repair. Longtime supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football, let's support Live Oak Jewelry, Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak, Florida.
Every student has a future waiting for them. At the Suwannee County School District, we're helping them discover what is possible. With certified teachers who know their students, possibilities inside and outside of the classroom, and pathways to prepare them for college, careers, and beyond. We are giving every student a chance to find their passion and pursue their purpose. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
It's Friday night dog ball here on rivercountrysports.com. Wayne Luttrell, Andy Day here in the booth at Paul Langford Stadium. It's the home opener, and we welcome our rivals from across the river, Lafayette County, in town.
Yeah, those Hornets, they come ready to play football. We've seen what it has been the last 2 years. It's been just an absolute dogfight.
No doubt about it. A Hornet fight last year. They stung the Dogs 37-30. That game played in Mayo. And, of course, a year before that in Live Oak, Suwannee got all they could handle and got away with, stuck away with a 21-13 win. So we expect nothing less tonight, even though these Hornets come in with an 0-2 mark.
Yeah, they do, and they got a little bit younger team, but when they come to Suwannee County, when they come across that line, across that old river, they're ready to play.
They are. They see that green and white, and something gets turned on, that competitive spirit. So should be a good ball game tonight as we welcome Lafayette in town to take on the Suwannee Bulldogs. Our pregame is brought to you by Faze Flowers a local Live Oak florist with a lovely variety of fresh flowers and creative gift ideas to suit any style or budget. They can assist you with any local as well as worldwide deliveries. For your convenience, they also offer daily floral delivery to local funeral homes and hospitals. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to noon. On Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak, Florida, it's Faye's Flowers. Call 386-362-1266, and you'll find them online at Faye'sFlowersLiveOak.com. Well, 0-2 Lafayette facing 1-0 Suwannee. I was taking a look at the yards per game, and Lafayette's been struggling a little bit, only averaging 121 yards a game. That's 39 on the ground, 82 through the air. Suwannee 279 in their one-ball game, and they had a pretty good balance with 142 on the ground, 137 through the air.
Yeah, Suwannee had a pretty good game last week and put up some good scores, some touchdowns, some great plays as well. And the thing about it, you talk about the Hornets. Their quarterback, nothing to take lightly. He's 10 for 24, 164 yards. You got Garcia and Bird in the backfield. You may see another. And then their go-to receiver, number 3, that'll be Lane Osteen. And he can also do something with a kick return.
Yeah, he's already caught 4 balls for 73 yards. You got number 8 out there, the Cook boy. Also number 15, Wine. They can come out and make big plays as well. So I got some big play ability. But Lafayette kind of early in the season just kind of trying to feel things out. They lost to Union County 21-7, then fell to McClay last week in a big surprise at home, 38-0. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and I heard a little bit about that game. They said McClay had some athletes. I mean, some guys that could go. And I was actually talking to somebody here up in the booth, and he was just saying, unbelievable. They got a good football team. So this one tonight will be interesting. Suwannee's second game. We didn't get the preseason classic in with Madison. So we'll see how we can deal with winning, and then if we'll be ready to play this football game tonight.
Yeah, kind of have to learn how to win. And so Suwannee handled it well last week. We'll see if that continues tonight. Should be an interesting test as Lafayette comes over to take on Suwannee. We'll take a timeout here. Be back with starting lineups from both sides right after this break here on rivercountrysports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Shipping stress? No thanks. At the UPS store, it's packed fast, shipped smart, and made fun. Bring your package, track it with ease, and trust them with your most fragile stuff. They even handle Amazon returns. Plus printing, mailboxes, notary, yeah, they do it all. They even do large format printing. Pack it, ship it, love it. Only at the UPS store of Live Oak.
Do you want to help veterans? Vet Team 6 is a nonprofit organization that helps North Florida and South Georgia veterans with all types of projects. Things that other organizations may not be able to do, like mowing lawns, removing debris, repairing driveways. We even helped one veteran bury his donkey. You can help Vet Team 6 by volunteering your time or by making a monetary donation to the cause. For more information, check out our Facebook page at VETTEAMSIX. Vet Team 6. 6 branches, 1 mission.
And back here at Paul Langford Stadium, where tonight Suwannee takes on Lafayette. Meanwhile, the Brantford Buccaneers, they've got the long road trip tonight. They are at Weehawken, and that game also available here on rivercountrysports.com. All right, let's get to the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Lafayette Hornets. Here's how they look offensively. On that offensive line in the middle, the center is number 55, Braden Lambert. The guards on the left side is Justin Swinson, number 64. And on the right side, you get number 51, Jack Pearson. The tackles on the right side, number 56, Bryson McCray. And on the left side, you got number 58, Aiden Walker. The starting tight end, number 15, Rylan Wine. As far as the quarterback, number 10, that's Tucker Higginbotham. The running back, number 20, Alex Townsend, along with number 1. And you heard Andy talk about him. He's a dangerous runner. That's Trevor Bird. And those wide receivers, number 3, Lane Osteen, along with number 13, Jackson Murphy. And then you may also see number 11, Jack Stewart. They got some other weapons coming off the bench as well as far as wide receivers and running backs. Plenty of weapons for these Lafayette Hornets. Defensively, here's how Lafayette looks up front. They've got playing at nose guard, number 15, Rylan Wine. The 2 defensive ends, number 55, Braden Lambert, and number 51, Jack Pearson. They also play that 3-3 stack, as does Suwannee. So going to see linebackers moving around, moving up on that line of scrimmage, moving back and forth, trying to confuse the offense. The linebacking core, number 1, Trevor Bird. You've got number 5, Zamarian Hawkins, along with number 20, Alex Townsend. And then in that defensive backfield, the corners are number 4, Isaac Watkins, along with number 6, Coy Plunkett. The safeties, number 11, Jack Stewart. Number 10, Tucker Higginbotham, and number 3, Lane Osteen. Starters offensively and defensively for Lafayette County. Now, Andy, you've got the starters for those Suwannee Bulldogs.
And for that Dirty Dog offense, it'll go like this across the front. Big number 58, that's Cash Butler. Number 50, the left guard, Holden Mantooth, along with number 54, Titus Tootin. Your left tackle, number 65, Logan Myra. And your right tackle, number 56, Jack Lord. Then wide receivers for those Dogs, number 1, Jamarcus Cherry. Number 5, Bubba Lovett. And number 17, Rylan Filial. In the backfield for them old Dogs, it'll be number 21, Mike Johnson, with number 0, that's Vono. We call him Fed. Just feed him the ball. And then finally at quarterback, it'll be number 11. That'll be Hagen Johnson. Defensively, for that old junkyard defense, it'll go like this. The 2 defensive ends, number 24, Shane Wright, and number 13, Jadace Jones. Your nose guard, big number 41, Jacaden Carter. Your linebackers, and they are tough ones. Number 15, Marco Rojas. Number 3, Travis Fed. Number 4, an big old Kyler Watson. Your rover will be number 10, Josh Johnson. Your 2 corners, number 7, Fred Cooks, along with number 5, Bubba Lovett. At strong safety, it'll be number 0 again, Trayvon Fed. And finally at free safety, it'll be Lee Johnson.
All right, the team's making their way out onto the field. Here come the Suwannee Bulldogs carrying that big old American flag as they run through the smoke out of the Wesley Silas Fieldhouse and onto their sideline. Lafayette, Suwannee about ready to go. Opening kickoff coming up next here on RiverCountrySports.com. Saddle up, Suwannee. It's rodeo time. The 6th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo will take place October 16th and 17th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the Fairgrounds in Live Oak. There will be roping, along with bronc riding, steer wrestling, cowgirl breakaway, barrel racing, plus bull riding. Gates open at 6 with the rodeo beginning at 7:30. Saturday's rodeo will air live right here on River Country. Don't miss the rodeo October 16th and 17th in Live Oak. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com.
We're Lafayette State Bank.
Real people, local people invested in our communities.
Hi, I'm Sandy Millian, the Live Oak branch manager. Go Bulldogs.
And I'm Tiffany Bevel, the Brantford branch manager. Get 'em, Bucks.
Since 1946, Lafayette State Bank, independently owned and operated,
committed to meeting the growing needs of our community.
Proudly serving the Suwannee Valley, your hometown bank.
Lafayette State Bank, serving dogs, bucks, and pickup trucks.
Member FDIC.
Our pregame show, once again, presented by Faye's Flowers. Like to thank them for sponsoring us here on River Country. You'll find them downtown Live Oak, Highway 90 West, 386-362-1266. Online, Faye'sFlowersLiveOak.com. And we are underway.
We are, and I tell you what, boy, we put a foot into it. It'll be down to the 10-yard line. Them old Hornets got it up to the 20, trying to cut it out to the 25. Boy, he's still on his feet, and he'll probably be marked out around those 31 or 32. They actually said he made it to the 35.
Saddle up, Suwannee. It's rodeo time. Blade finally runs them out of bounds for Suwannee, and Lafayette has good field position as we get this game started.
Yeah, they do, and that's one of the things. Moran, last week, I think we had 6 kickoffs, and we had about 3 or maybe even 4 put into the end zone, so with no returns. That one went down to about the 10-yard line, and a pretty good return by the Hornets. They'll start out 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hornets, they line up on the far side where they huddle up, and They get the play on the far side. Now they'll run to the football. Suwannee sets up defensively. Got that 3-3 stack. 3 up front, 3 linebackers. You just don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah, that's the truth. See what the Hornets do here. The quarterback will be number 10. That's Tucker Higginbotham. Single back in the backfield. I believe that may be number 25. This time, Gillian. I have to check that number. He's kind of turned sideways right now. Boy, they got a short slot far side. We jump, and they say we're not offside. Boy, this time the quarterback jumps under center, and they're really trying to get that extra 5 yards. Higginbotham will back off once again. Single back in the backfield. They're in tight. Here we go. Going to run it right up the middle. They get some good blocks, and they'll pound it up to around the 37 or 38-yard line where they run into a pack of dogs.
Yeah, old Kyler Watson, of course, in there on the tackle. Yeah. He's always down in the middle of things. You also have Bubba Lovett mixing it up in there. So give him a couple of yards on that opening carry. But, yeah, Higginbotham just trying to throw the rhythm off, yeah. Cadence and trying to get the hard count. Then he steps under center, then fades back to the shotgun.
If they saw the film from the first quarter of last week, we had a lot of those offside penalties both ways.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
And that was Alex Townsend on the carry. He'll be the single back in the backfield. Higginbotham in the gun. Here's the quick pass, and we bat it in the air, and it's knocked away. It'll go incomplete.
Knocked down one of them dogs, got a big paw up there, batted it away. Didn't catch the number of who did that. Maybe we can get a replay on that. Brought to you by 50 Cal Coffee.
If they saw the film from that was Rojas first quarter of last week. We had a lot of those offside penalties both ways.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
And that was Alex Townsend on the carry. He'll be the single back in the backfield. Higginbotham in the gun. Here's the huddle pass, and we bat it in the air, and it's knocked away. It'll go incomplete. We're in a 4-man front. Now we'll bounce in the 5. Actually, the corner will come up right to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation for Higginbotham. Little play action and roll. Looking for the fullback. He's in trouble again. Boy, them dogs get a sack attack right around the 30. They'll lose about 8 yards on the play. It should be 4th and punt.
Yeah, boy, they had it coming that time. The defense was bringing the pressure, and they got to that quarterback, and that's going to be a 3-and-out for the
and we bat it in the air, and it's knocked away. It'll go incomplete. We're in a 4-man front. Now we'll bounce in the 5. Actually, the corner. And I think that was pretty smart on the Hornets' part. Shotgun formation right at Suwannee. Little play action and roll. Looking for the fullback. He's in trouble again. Boy, them dogs get a sack attack right around.
He loses 8 yards on that sack, and back to the 30-yard line, 4th and 15. And the Hornets are going to have to punt it away.
The punter will stand right around around the 17-yard line. Here's the snap. Pretty good one. We come after it. End-over-end kick, and it's going to be Cherry. He'll retrieve it right at the 38. Cherry to the 45. Cherry to the 50. He'll cross the 50 up to the 40. He'll be driven out of bounds close to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 dogs from there, and somebody celebrated too much or jumped up in the air, and I don't get those penalties.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all because that was a great return, and to penalize that because you're excited on the sideline on the first play that you've got the ball.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I
don't get that penalty at all, so let's see as they sort that out.
I don't know who it would have been against.
I mean, it just looked like a bunch of excited kids down there. It didn't look like they were doing anything to taunt the other team or anything like that. They were on their own sideline. Here's the call.
And it may have been a Hornet that did it.
And all they did was actually raise his hand. Yeah. It's going to be personal foul.
Mm.
So not sure. I didn't see that. But the officials did.
Oh, no, it's football.
So not only are you going to get the return, now you're going to get an extra 15, and that's really going to move the ball down deep into Lafayette. Matter of fact, it's inside the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone already. We're going to start this drive at the 19-yard line of the Hornets.
Dogs will be in the gun. We're looking at a 4-man front by them old Hornets. Now they bounce in the 5. Johnson in the gun, single back. Mike Johnson, and we'll hand off to Fed. Fed's going to cut to his left, to his right, and then pound his way up close to the 15. Maybe a little shy there.
And give credit on the tackle, big number 55, Braden Lambert, the first one to get in there and mix it up. But Fed will pick up a couple of yards and bring up 2nd down.
See what the Dogs do here. 2nd down and about 8 from the 17. Agent Johnson, he'll be in the gun. Fed will be right behind him. Number 21, the other Johnson, will be sidecar right. Trips to the far side of the field. Looking at a 5-man front. We'll change the play at the line of scrimmage. See if we got a little man coverage. We're going to throw it down here. Here's the snap and quick pass to the outside. We get a block on the outside. We're down to the 10. Somebody say, boy, we run over our own player and pound our way inside the 10. We end up around the 7-yard line, maybe even closer.
Just a quick throw out there to the line of scrimmage. That's old number 5, Bubba Lovett, makes the catch and then makes something happen after the catch. Gets the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for those Suwannee Bulldogs. Got it down to the 7-yard line. It's Suwannee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
Play by the Dogs on that one. Knocking on the Hornet door here early in the first quarter. This time we'll have 2 receivers near side. One of them will be old Bubba Lovett. He'll be outside the hash on the near side. That's the home side. Single back in the backfield. That's Fed. Here's the snap to Johnson. Handoff to Fed. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage and drugged down right around the 11-yard line. Good play by that Hornet defense.
Jack Pearson, the senior was coming off his defensive end. Nobody picked him up, and he had a clean shot at the quarterback or at the running back and takes him down. And we're going to lose a couple there. And that's going to put it back to around the 11-yard line. So about a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, he's one of the captains for the Hornets, him and Trevor Bird. They're the 2 that came out and met at midfield.
So 2nd and goal now gets a little more difficult as you're back at the 11-yard line.
Johnson in the gun, naked backfield, trips to the near side, 2 to the far side of the field. We're looking at a 4-man front this time. Boy, he bobbles the snap. It goes to the turf. We're going to try to run it outside, and he's going to be snatched down for another loss all the way to around the 19.5 or 20-yard line. Oh, me.
Alex Garcia Townsend got him that time. And, yeah, he got away from the first would-be Hornet, but he couldn't get away from the second, and he'll go down and lose more yardage.
Going the wrong way when you were knocking on the door.
Well, when you mishandle the snap, I mean, that just puts you in trouble, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
and he tried to recover, but just couldn't do it. Now 3rd down and back at the 20-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 20. Yeah, and last week we found number 5 when we were in trouble. So
we were looking for luck.
Yeah.
See what the Dogs do here. Big 3rd down situation. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Fed. 2 receivers set to the far side of the field. Johnson in the gun, awaiting the snap. Here's the snap, looking down the field. Got a lot of pressure, going to turn it up and run. Across the 20 to the 15 and fights his way back to the 10-yard line. Let's see. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation.
Well, you got to come away with points. It's early in the game. I'm guessing they're going to bring in Jace Moran for the field goal try. And here he comes on the field, number 16.
Will be Moran. He's got a pretty good foot. Doesn't look like there's too much of a breeze out there. The flag's just laying there on the far side. I mean,
Hagan Johnson will be the holder. And let's see, this will be about a 28-yarder.
Yep, 28-yard attempt. Here's a snap down on the tee up, end over end, and it is good. Moran pounds it through, and the Dogs lead it 3-0.
All right, 3-0 Suwannee. 6 minutes, 22 seconds left to go here, opening quarter. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Well, I tell you what, the Lafayette Hornets have to feel pretty good about that, only giving up 3 points. Suwannee started that drive inside the 20-yard line, started at the 19, and just wasn't able to get into the end zone, but they come away with 3. And like I say, the Hornet defense probably feels pretty good about that.
Oh, yeah, sure enough, especially, just only allow us to get 3 points. This time Moran puts a foot into it, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's more like the Moran I know. Hey, if you're in the market for real estate, call Pool Realty. Their team has the experience, the knowledge, and the listings to make dreams come true. Their agents will work hard to match each customer with a property that best fits their needs. Whether you're looking in Live Oak, in Brantford, or anywhere in North Central Florida, they're committed to providing an exceptional real estate experience. That's Pool Realty. With offices in Live Oak and in Brantford, call Pool Realty for all of your real estate needs. Got some good games around the area tonight. Got a Battle of Indians going on in Chiefland tonight as Fort White takes the trip.
Well, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, I bet the Indians will win now.
Yeah.
Columbia High, by the way, want to understand their stadium has too much damage and weren't able to play in their home stadium, so they moved the game to the old stadium.
Yeah.
Downtown, Memorial Stadium.
That's what I hear.
And Columbia taking on Lakewood tonight in Lake City. Got Union County hosting Palatka tonight. Wildwood is in Jasper taking on those Hamilton County Trojans. Crystal River, they're looking their first win after we saw them last week. They've got St. Francis in town this week.
Bunch of high school football games around the state. Ought to be a good night for football. Hopefully the rain will stay away.
Yeah. So far, so good here.
Higginbotham, he'll be in the gun. Number 20, the single back in the backfield, Alex Townsend. He'll be right behind him. 2 receivers set far side. Here's a snap, handoff to Townsend. Big hole, and he's got a wide open field. Does a number on our safety, and he'll go all the way to the 50-yard line. Boy.
Wow. I mean, he popped that one, and he was off to the races. Garcia Townsend coming into the game, 11 carries and 31 yards, and my goodness, he was averaging 2.8 yards a carry. He just helped that average go way up.
Well, when you get blocked up front, your linebackers get sealed off on a quick opener. 1st and 10, just shy of the 50. Handoff again to Townsend. This time we stuff it up right at the line of scrimmage, and he'll gain about a yard.
Yeah, big difference between the previous running play and that play. That time, Suwannee defensive wall said no.
Yeah, I noticed Rylan Fee, he was on that tackle down there on the front for the Dogs.
Picked up about 2, so 2nd down and 8 coming up for Lafayette, just across the 50-yard line.
Higginbotham in the gun. 2 receivers set far side, 2 to the near side. Single back, looking down the football field, probably for, stretched out arms, and he almost made a great catch, intended for number 4 on that side, and that's old Isaac Watkins.
Yeah, he laid out for it, but just thrown a little bit too far in front of him and could not make the catch, but great effort.
3rd down, we'll call it 8 for the Hornets from our 49-yard line. 2 receivers set near side. That's the home side. Offset I in the backfield. And Higginbotham in the gun. Suwannee in a 5-man front. Here's the snap and a little play action. They're going to bring a screen pass up the middle. Wide open is number 5, and that is Hawkins. And he'll get the 1st down and then some all the way around to the 38-yard line.
And did a nice job out there just making that catch and then the run after the catch. Big 1st down. They'll move the sticks, and Lafayette keeps this drive alive.
Yeah, and Zamarian Hawkins, he's a pretty good runner himself. You didn't hear much about him from last week's game. But as far as stats were concerned.
Hornets got a pretty good drive going here down to the 38-yard line.
Higginbotham in the gun once again. Kind of got that offset I. Actually, Townsend, he'll dot that I. 2 receivers set near side. Here's the snap. Looking, got number 3, who is go-to receiver. He's a down, out, and up, and we're going to pick it up right around the 8-yard line. They sling us to the turf, but we do get the big I and T.
Big interception. The Suwannee Bulldogs, that's number 14 making the catch. That's Quez Gwynn.
Yeah, Gwynn did a great job that time. Just reacting to the football. Was actually thrown a little bit behind the receiver. He was actually Townsend. He'll dot that I. 2 receivers set near side. Here's the snap. Looking, got number 3, who is go-to receiver. He's a down, out, and up, and we're going to pick it up right around the 8-yard line. They sling us. I was going to say that, but I wasn't 100% sure. Because sometimes I can't remember yesterday.
It's been a whole week. I used to work for a fella, and every time something like that would come up, he said, well, I've slept since then. So that was always his excuse. 4:42 of the first quarter clock, and Suwannee with a 3-0 lead. Coming off the turnover, they get the ball back.
Of course, they'll have us pinned back pretty deep, right around the 8-yard line. We'll be 92 yards from pay dirt. 2 receivers set near side. 1 to the far side and handoff second back through. That's fed. Finds a little bit of a hole. Keeps his feet driving, but he's hammered. No, he keeps his feet and bowls his way forward out close to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that was just determination there. I mean, he should have been stopped, but he refused. And that second effort got him some additional yardage.
Yeah,
and that's about a 8 or 9 yard pickup.
Yeah, and I thought it was stopped for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Good second effort. Lafayette, boy, he's a tough one. Call him Vono. Number 0.
And big number 9.
Dogs looking to the near sideline. They'll get the next play call. Hornets, go ahead.
I was going to say, he's just a sophomore, too, by
Yeah,
the way.
I know.
So he's just going to get better and better.
Trips to the far side of the field. We're looking at a 4-man front. Hagen gets the snap. Handoff once again. No, Hagen keeps it himself, and he'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Lafayette was all over that. And we got a scuffle going on.
Mercy.
So Dogs and Hornets getting into it. And flags all over the field.
Yeah, well, and on that, when you see blows thrown, sometimes that gets you on the sideline for an extra game.
Yeah, it could. And, obviously we saw it after the fact, but they're going to try to sort this out, and let's see where the penalties go. Tell you what, while they sort this out, we'll step away. Back after this, rivercountrysports.com.
Every student has a future waiting for them. At the Suwannee County School District, we're helping them discover what is possible. With certified teachers who know their students, possibilities inside and outside of the classroom, and pathways to prepare them for college, careers, and beyond. We are giving every student a chance to find their passion and pursue their purpose. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And back here at Langford Stadium, they're still talking about this. Right now, the Whitecap is talking to Coach Hall over there. And Lafayette is taking their team to the sideline, kind of huddled up. And let's see what the call is. Here comes the official. It'll be a personal foul on Lafayette and going to be offsetting fouls. Personal foul on Suwannee. And looked like a player was tossed.
Somebody was.
Maybe two, maybe one. Not sure.
I don't know, but I think that was our center. Might have been one of them involved, and the other one was their big defensive guy. So we're going to have to, I guess, wait and see.
And now he's gone over to talk to Coach Edwards for Lafayette and taking his time explaining things. But apparently we have a player that has been removed from the game. And I would think that it would go both ways. But number 54 for Suwannee.
Yeah, that's Titus Tootin.
We don't need to lose him.
No, we don't.
Wow.
He might have just kept walking out of the stadium. I saw him walking to the far end zone, but I'm not sure.
Well, he's trying to walk it off right now. But if they ejected him, I mean, he's done. He might as well take off the pads, take the helmet off. And I don't know if any player from Lafayette was tossed.
Yeah, I can't tell that.
And, I don't know if we have any kind of replay, but if our camera was on that part of the play, we were following the ball and probably not what's going on with the extracurricular blocking downfield. But next thing you know, there were punches being thrown.
Well, I could see the punch, which obvious was from a Bulldog. I did see that, but I couldn't tell who it was. But not a good thing.
I've never understood trying to hit a guy with a helmet on.
Looks like number 99 will check in for the Dogs. That'll be Ryland Fee.
And so offsetting penalties, the play will be third down. It'll be 5 yards to go, and Suwannee at their own 13-yard line. They picked up 9 yards on the first carry, then lost yardage on that second play before the fisticuffs. Yeah. And now let's see if they can move the sticks here on a big third down.
Third down situation and hold everything.
And now I think Suwannee wants a timeout. All right, timeout on the field, 3:19 to play opening quarter. Suwannee up 3-0 on rivercountrysports.com.
Shipping stress? No thanks. At the UPS store, it's packed fast, shipped smart, and made fun.
Bring your package, track it with ease, and trust them with your most fragile stuff. They even handle Amazon returns. Plus printing, mailboxes, notary, yeah, they do it all. They even do large format printing.
Pack it, ship it, love it. Only at the UPS store of Live Oak.
Oh, now that's, I think.
Oh, yeah. No.
And back here in Live Oak, and, Andy, you told me, you said, it's going to be a tough game. And I said, no, I don't, they didn't look too good last week, and they've only scored 7 points. So I'm just going to have their way with them tonight. But I think you may have been right. We in for a dog fight.
It's going to be the same as it was the last 2 years. So it's going to be tough.
Well, let's hope Suwannee can match that toughness. as they're facing a 3rd and 5. That's been the trouble with Suwannee last couple of years. They've been in the fights, but they haven't been able to finish the job.
Finish it, yeah.
And so sometimes, your back's against the wall. You got to kind of bow up a little bit, come back with a little bite. Let's see what happens here on 3rd down and 5.
We'll see them old Hornets in a 4-man front. Shotgun situation for Johnson. Single back in the backfield. That'll be fed. And we're going to throw the screen pass complete to Jamarcus Cherry. Boy, what a move at the 20. Up to the 25. Jamarcus Cherry to the 30.
Oh,
somebody say the 40. Somebody 50. Somebody say, oh, my. Somebody kiss that dog goodbye and give that dog 6. Wow.
On a little screen pass, and he made a juke moves, and I think shoes are still out on the field. He juked one of those Hornets out of their shoes. My goodness, what a move. Then he made a second move, and then next thing you know, there was nothing but green grass in front of him, and all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Suwannee.
Wow, Jamarcus Cherry. And like you say, it was just pretty much a screen pass. I don't even know how many yards that was.
Yeah, well, 87 yards. Is that right?
Yeah. Goodness. Moran will attempt the extra point. Johnson, he'll be the holder. Boy, a low snap that time, and we bang it through, and that hammer knocker is good.
Well, just like that. Boy, thought Suwannee might be in trouble. I said, how are they going to respond? How about they just go 87 yards, just give the ball to number 1. Mr. Cherry knows what to do with it. Touchdown, Suwannee, and the Dogs are now up 10-0. Still 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go first quarter. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com. Since 1946, Live Oak Jewelry has been this area's go-to for beautiful jewelry and repair services. Check out their selection of watches, bracelets, wedding rings, class rings, earrings, necklaces, and more. Plus, the family-owned and operated jewelry store specializes in expert repair services, ensuring you receive high-quality work performed at a reasonable rate, and most work is done on site by the owners, so you can speak directly to the person doing your repair. Longtime supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football, let's support Live Oak Jewelry, Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak, Florida. And a great big Bulldog howdy going out to Live Oak Jewelry. Boy, they have been with us since Suwannee football's been on the radio and now on the live stream, and we appreciate John and Bart and the Bogus family. I'm telling you what, if you've got a jewelry need, if you need something repaired and want something new, go down and see the boys downtown Live Oak.
They are dogs to the bone this time. Boy, another one. Moran said after that first kick, he said, nah, they're not running this back. About 7-8 yards deep in the end zone, and them old Hornets will start out 1st and 10 from the 20.
You're trying to find an identity early in the season, and I know it's early. We played one game, and now this is the second game, but it seems like Suwannee, last week a couple times you thought they were down and out, and then they come up with a great big play. This seems to be a big play offense. And that was certainly one there. Cherry on the screen goes 87 yards.
Yeah, that was it.
Last week we were 3rd and 18, wasn't it? 66 yards later. Bubba Lovett's in the end zone.
In the end zone.
Yeah.
Just when you think things are lost. I mean, big 3rd down situations at times. We'll see.
That could have went either way. You get one of your best players ejected, and, things aren't looking good. And next thing you know, touchdown Suwannee, everybody's celebrating, and that's a good way to respond.
Sure enough. Dogs lead it 10-0. Them old Hornets have the football at the 20-yard line. They'll be 80 yards from pay dirt. Higginbotham, he'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Alex Townsend. And, yeah, I guess they were bringing motion. I thought that was a late player, but I kind of caught it out of the side of my eye.
And an incomplete pass. Boy, Higginbotham got some zip on that football, but threw that to a place nobody was, so an incompletion. And going to bring up 2nd and 10. Got to give credit to that Lafayette offensive line. They gave the quarterback time back there, but good coverage by Suwannee.
Yeah, that's one of the things. If he has time, and he's going to try to find number 3 down the football field, and he's got a couple other good receivers along with him. Actually, this time, Lane Osteen, he'll get set to the near side, and we'll have trips to the far side of the field. Alex Garcia Townsend, he'll be the long back in the backfield. And Higginbotham will be in the gun. Here's the snap. He's looking, and it's going to be picked once again by number 14. He's got it to the 20. He's up to the 15, and he'll be drugged down from behind by Lane Osteen.
He is a pick machine.
Yes, he is.
Number 14. We're in the second game, and that's his 3rd pick of the year.
It is.
Wow.
To the far side of the field. Alex
Like
Garcia
you say,
Townsend, he'll be
Higginbotham
back in
throws
the
a bullet, and
backfield.
it just we were right there, and we
Higginbotham will
smashed
be
it
in the
out of
gun.
the air.
Here's the snap. He's
Jaquez
looking,
Gwynn.
and it's going to be picked once again by number 14. He's got it to the 20.
Two
He's up
tonight
to the
so
15.
far in this
and he'll
first
be
quarter. And that'll give Suwannee the ball back. Again, excellent field position. Dogs this time inside the 15-yard line. How about they start at the 13? Now, last time they were inside the 20, nothing happened. But this time inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone, let's see what happens.
That's right. Last time we ended up with one of them phase field goals.
That's right. Brought to you by Phase Flowers.
Shotgun formation. Sidecar left. Johnson hand. No, Johnson's going to keep it, cuts it up the middle, up to the 10. He gets pounded to the turf right at the 10-yard line.
Quarterback keep. And we talk about his toughness. The junior transfer from Hamilton County. Boy, he's not afraid to take on contact. There's been a few times last week I wish he'd given the ball to somebody else. I don't want to see him get hurt, but he's a tough hammer knocker.
Well, and he rode Fed that time way up into the line of scrimmage. I guess he was still getting the read to see who was going to have the best opener.
Got it down to the 10-yard line, 2nd and 7 from there.
Dogs knocking on the Hornet door. Love it. He'll be to the far side of the field, one receiver to the near side. Single back in the backfield. Pull a high snap and hand off to Fed. Going to try to take it off tackle. Not much blocking. May have picked up a yard.
Well, it was a nice job by Johnson that time to kind of climb the ladder and keep that from sailing over his head. It was a high snap, but he brought it down and put it in the belly of number 0. And he's able to get it down inside, just inside the 10-yard line. So not a whole lot there. It'll bring up 3rd down and almost say still 7.
And I was wondering if we were going to go with split backs or something like that. I did see Mike Johnson check in and saw Fed check out.
Well, Lafayette gets awfully tough when you're inside that red zone. That defense tightens up.
Dogs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Number 17, Fairyaw. He'll go to the far side this time. Love it. Cherry near side, split backs in the backfield. A little pressure, throw across the middle. And it's complete. Somebody say, give that dog 6. And that's old Ryland Fairyaw.
Yeah, you called it. He was isolated on the far side, one-on-one coverage. And a nice job by Johnson throwing it inside where he can make the catch. And he grabs it in that end zone. 6 more for Suwannee.
Well, that was a beautiful pass that time for with right on him, had him covered up like rice.
That's 5 touchdown passes on the year for Haitian Johnson.
Mercy. Moran will try to tack on the extra point. High snap, set down on the tee. It's up, end over end, and that hammer knocker is good.
Well, Jace has been perfect so far tonight. Don't want to jinx him or anything, but looking good as far as kicking that football in the end zone and making Phase Flower field goals and PATs. And Suwannee up 17-0 early in this game, still in the first quarter with 1:14 on that first quarter clock.
Goodness gracious. How about them dogs?
How about it? Hey, if you've got an injured dog, if you've got an injured cat, bring your pet to the vet. Take them to Companion Animal Hospital where your pets become part of their family. Companion Animal Hospital is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 605 Houston Avenue in Live Oak, Florida. You can reach them by phone, 362-1556. They provide medical, surgical, dental, boarding, and grooming care for pets in Suwannee County. Companion Animal Hospital, where they love all cats and dogs, but especially those bulldogs.
Mercy.
All right, man. Looking good early. Suwannee looking to go 2-0, up 17-0. Still a long way to go in this one.
Oh, yeah. Moran will put a foot into it, and they don't even turn around. He hits it about the same length, about 8 yards deep in the end zone, and them Hornets will start out 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Hey, the Suwannee High School swim team is hosting their annual swimathon. That'll be at the Billy Jernigan Pool Facility in Live Oak on Friday, September 18th. So make your plans to be part of that. Make a donation, help them raise some money. Big fundraiser for the swim team. September 18th, that'll begin at 4 p.m. Some other games around the area. You got Gainesville at Buchholz tonight. Madison has the trip out to Gadsden County. Got Bradford and Baker County doing battle. Big rivalry there. Wakulla at Taylor County. Got to keep an eye on that one. That'll be a good ball game.
See what the Hornets do here. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line after the kickoff. Higginbotham in the gun. Handoff first back through. That's Garcia. Puts his old shoulder down. Bowls his way ahead for a gain of maybe 1.5 yards or 2. We'll see where they spot him.
Well, he shook loose on a big run earlier, but Suwannee's had him bottled up since that big opener. And they were lucky he didn't break that and go all the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
2-yard pickup there.
Let's see what they do here. Pick number 5 on the far side, bringing the play in for them. That's the Marion Hawkins. Single receiver on either side. Got a short slot right up the line of scrimmage. Single back in the backfield. Higginbotham calls for the snap. Hand off to Garcia once again. And boy, he finds another big hole. And he'll get a first down and then some. But hold everything. I saw a flag come flying right around the 23.
Yeah, which could indicate holding. But he took advantage of that and would be a first down. But let's check the penalty flag. And it is going to be a hold going against those Hornets.
Well, they created a pretty good hole on that far side. And I tell you, Alex Garcia Townsend, he's pretty quick hitting the hole.
He is, and he took advantage of that hold. If they could have got away with it, he had a big first down, but the officials caught it, and so they're going to back this thing up from the spot of the foul and back them up 10 yards. They'll get the down over.
Now see what that puts them. Somewhere inside the 15.
Around the 12-yard line. So second down and 18 coming up.
And I see the official. Don't know exactly what the official was doing.
Yeah, it looks like maybe an equipment problem as they send a player in from the sideline.
Suwannee looks like they'll be in a 3-man front this time. 2 receivers set on either side of the football. And Higginbotham will get his play call from the sideline. Number 20, Townsend, he'll be the lone back in the backfield. Backers stacked in front of those front 3, and we're walked up to the line of scrimmage. Little blitz coming, and the quarterback scrambling. Watson's got a bead on him. Can he catch him? I don't know. He does not, but he finally does. After one dog missed.
Yeah, somebody took a swing and missed, but anyway, nowhere to go there. Too many green jerseys around, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. With the score, Suwannee 17 and Lafayette nothing. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
And back here at Paul Langford Stadium after 12 minutes, Suwannee with a 17-0 lead over Lafayette County. Lafayette County has the football. They're facing a 3rd down and 17. As we begin the second quarter, they're at their own 13-yard line.
Tell you, it's still been a physical football game. Suwannee's made some big plays, but other than that, it's going to be scrapping all night long along those front lines.
Oh, yeah. There's no question about it. Lafayette lost an awful lot from last year's team. Still have some weapons, but trying to kind of find their footing early in this season. And Suwannee looking good early is coming in with a 1-0 mark. And, after that 1-9 season, we could double our win total if we can get out of this thing with a win.
There you go. Higginbotham, he'll be in the gun, single back in the backfield. Ball spotted right around the 18 on a 3rd and 12. Here's the snap, looking for a quick pass, and we'll come up on the corner. He's going to try to hit number 15 with the football. Rylan Wine, he made a diving try after it, but he'd been short of the first down anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't have produced the first down, but the ball was a little bit off the mark and incomplete, and now Lafayette's going to have to kick it away, and this should give Suwannee great field position once again as the return men will be at around midfield.
It will be, and I'm still struggling with the lights. We turned them on finally up here in the press box, and we've been kind of working in the dark.
Well, the good news, I can see my stat page now. The bad news is harder to see the field. So, but our old eyes will adjust.
There you go. Looks like Jamarcus Cherry. He'll be the deep back for the Dogs around the 47. They're going to fake the punt and cut to the outside, and they're not going to do anything. I think that's Garcia Townsend, Alex Townsend, that was doing the punting chores, but kind of hard to get that number. But it's going to be go for Norton. Suwannee will take over on downs.
I like to see a replay on that if we can. I'm not sure if he meant to fake that or if he just saw he couldn't get the kickoff and took off running.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
But if we could take a look at that again from the 50 cal coffee scoreboard or replay, we don't have that. Okay, never mind. So anyway, was it a fake or did he mean to do it? I'm not sure. Anyway, Suwannee's going to end up with terrific field position once again after the miscue, and the Dogs will take over again inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone at the 18-yard line.
Agent Johnson, he's the quarterback. He'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. Trips are tight. Handoff to Fed. No, it's an end around coming back the other way, and we got some wide open field if we get a block. Had to cut it to the inside, up to the 10, and we're finally down around the 9-yard line. Boy, they almost faked me out. Yeah. That was number 21, I believe, the other Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
On a reverse.
And that's the thing. We got a Josh Johnson, a Mike Johnson, a Hagen Johnson. And
yeah. We got a Lee Johnson.
We got a Lee. That's what I'm talking about. we could be sponsored by Johnson and Johnson.
Our share of Johnsons for sure. That's a 9-yard pickup on the reverse. So 2nd down and 1. Suwannee now at the 9-yard line.
Knocking on the Hornet door here early in the second quarter. Boy, Hagen, the ball goes right through his hands. He's going to have to eat it. We're going to lose at least back to the 19, maybe the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good snap. It just went through his sweaty hands, a little humid down there, and so he didn't handle it, but he picked it back up, and Dogs didn't lose possession, but they lost a bunch of yardage that time. Lost about 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, that was a great snap by number 58. That's old Cash, the money man, Butler. We just weren't able to hang on to it. Actually, they'll give us forward progress just inside the 19. And hold everything.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11 from the 19-yard line. Clock is stopped at 10:25 to go until halftime. And now they'll start the clock back again.
Bubba Lovett, he'll be the receiver to the near side. We'll have trips to the far side of the field. That's the wide side. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Fed. Johnson calls for the snap. Looking, and across the middle of the field. I think he was throwing, I'm not sure. There was 2 dogs in the area, so we were just running a slant pattern right across the middle of the field. You had Phil Yaw along with Fed.
Yeah, and that was, kind of a dangerous spot to throw that football, and luckily got away with it. It gets batted down. It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up a Faze Flower field goal attempt once again by Jace Moran.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. The tee will be set at the 25. It'll be a 35-yard attempt by Moran. He'll be on the near hash at the 10:06 mark.
He made a 28-yarder just a bit ago. See if he can keep it going. It's up. It's wobbly. And it's no good.
It's no good. I wasn't going to call it because I couldn't tell if it was between the uprights or just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, he didn't hit that thing cleanly and did not go through the uprights. So Suwannee denied, even though they started that drive at the 18 and got down to the 9. They end up with no points. Your score remains 17-0. Suwannee leads, 10:01 to play second quarter here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Sometimes you just need a bird's eye view. Call Bird's Eye Roofing for a free estimate. Visit www.birdseyeroofing.com or call 386-935-6559.
And it'll be Higginbotham. He's going to take it himself right from the 20-yard line. He's not going to pick up an inch. I would say that probably they'll spot him right there at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing, man. Yeah. Big green wall and nowhere for him to go. So no gain on that play. And 2nd and 10 coming up for the Hornets. Suwannee's defense so far this year has not given up a point.
They haven't so far. I tell you what, you got to watch Townsend, though, out of the backfield. He's shifty.
Well, they have shown, and quarterback's got a gun, so they've shown big playability.
Higginbotham, he'll be in the gun. Kind of got a short slot right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Once again, the quarterback, Higginbotham, comes to the near side, loses his helmet, and he'll be taken down somewhere around the 25.
Yeah, knifing in there, Lee Johnson. And the helmet come off, and I guess he's going to have to come out of play.
Well, they had Jackson Lawson listed as the backup, but it may be Trevor Bird because that's the first time. I was wondering if Bird was hurt because I really didn't see him out there unless he'd been playing defense.
Well, he was a thorn in Suwannee's side a year ago.
Yes, he was.
Good athlete.
Yep, it will be Trevor Bird. He'll be the quarterback. He'll stand in the gun. And he's going to have two backs right beside him, a tight end and a receiver set to either side. Looking at about a 5-man front for Suwannee. Trevor Bird's just going to take it straight ahead, put his shoulder down, and bowl his way close to the first down marker. He'll be right around the 28.5-yard line. Needed to get to the 30.
And give credit to the big number 45 there, Jakari Brown, with that tackle.
Oh, Uptown Brown. Now, there was a flag on the play.
It was kind of like a wildcat play to Bird that time. He just had his blockers in front of him, straight ahead running, but don't get a penalty flag here on the Hornets.
Yeah, I would think that we would take it just for the fact that he would have been probably 1.5 yards shy of the first down marker.
Well, it brought up 4th down, so they'll get 3rd down again, but going to put them behind the sticks here after the holding call and make it a 3rd and 14.
From about the 17-yard line. Their wide receivers already up at the line of scrimmage. Actually, 2 receivers to the far side, and actually number 5 checks out of the game for them, and that's the Marion Hawkins. Higginbotham will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. That's Townsend. Higginbotham looking. A fly pattern near side, intended for number 11. Well, we knocked it away. What a great play by number 14 again.
He has been, if we were picking players of the game, I mean, right now, defensively, he would be the man. Jaquez Gwynn.
I think I'd throw it to the other side of the field. Just to the far side.
Away from number 14.
Yes, out of the game for them.
And the receiver had great field position. It wasn't a bad pass, but he just recovered and knocked that thing away. Knocked it straight out of the air.
Higginbotham looking. A fly pattern near side, intended for number 11. Well, we knocked it away.
Saw the replay there in the corner, our 50 cal replay. 50 cal coffee and desserts, downtown Live Oak, Florida, man. That's a great place to hang out.
This time we got 2 of those dogs back deep. They'll stand right around the 45. And something happened.
Yeah,
whistles were blowing.
Hunter was just about to kick it, and there were whistles just a-blowing, and dogs were coming at him.
They may back him up 5 more yards. I think that was the 25-second clock.
Could have been.
Maybe.
And let's see as the call is made, and it will be a delay of game. Good call, Andy.
So we got Jamarcus Cherry. Maybe that's Johnson on the other side, Mike Johnson. It'll be our deep backs. Their punter will stand right on the goal line. Boy, he gets it away. He had to go with a sidewinder that's going to get a Hornet roll. Yes.
Just get away from it.
And it'll take it all the way to the 37. That's why them old dogs of Suwannee will take over 1st and 10.
All right, back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Shipping stress? No thanks. At the UPS store, it's packed fast, shipped smart, and made fun.
Bring your package, track it with ease, and trust them with your most fragile stuff. They even handle Amazon returns. Plus printing, mailboxes, notary, yeah, they do it all. They even do large format printing.
Pack it, ship it, love it. Only at the UPS store of Live Oak.
It's brighter than we are.
Don't tell anybody.
And back here, we're joking during the commercial break there, but back here, live action.
And it'll be Johnson, handoff first back through. That'll be fed, and he goes nowhere. He'll actually lose a yard to the 40-yard line at least.
Yeah, nothing doing on that first play for Suwannee offensively. And again, good field position, but they lose a couple there.
Yeah.
And back to the 40-yard line. Drive started at the 38.
Dogs lead it 17-0, 7:29 to go here in the first half. Looking to the near sideline, getting this next play call, and we seem to be just taking our time.
Well, no reason to be in a hurry. Still got 12, 11, 10 on that play clock. They might want to rush it here. Maybe pick it up just a bit, or maybe they're fixing to call a timeout because they're not going to get this play off.
It's either that or...
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. So they use a timeout here, and that'll stop the clock. Hey, while I have a moment, let me remind you can join River Country on Mondays for the Suwannee Sports Report. The show airs live Mondays at 7 o'clock, and then it's archived on the website for you to watch anytime. You can join myself along with Suwannee head coach Kyler Hall, also Terry Filial, along with Brantford head coach Will Detter. Keep up with the Brantford Bucks and the Suwannee Bulldogs on the Sports Report, which is brought to you weekly by Roundtree Moore Ford. Roundtree Moore Ford, Highway 90, right across from the mall in Lake City, Florida. Check it out Monday nights on rivercountrysports.com.
Well, and that's right. Don't dream it, stream it. I mean, you can go back and you can watch last week's coaching report. You can watch the game again. I mean, there's some great things on there.
There you go. Brantford is on Weewaw, and they're having a little bit of trouble out there with their internet signal. So I just want the Buck fans, if they've tuned in to the Suwannee broadcast, to know that, we do our best streaming it live, but we always record, and that thing will be uploaded as soon as we can get it uploaded if we can't do it live. So we do have a backup plan.
There you go.
Good news. Bucks looked pretty good last week. They got a big win. Matter of fact, if you took the Suwannee and Brantford win, Suwannee County football last week, 85-0 was the final score.
Boy, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Man.
And Bucks with a tough test tonight as they go out there to the Panhandle and take on those Gators of Weewaw.
That'll be a tough one. All right, them old dogs back in action at the 40-yard line. Facing a second down, we'll call it about 12, shotgun formation. Short slot. That'll be Watson at the line of scrimmage. Toss sweep this time to Mike Johnson. He'll come near side across the 40, still on his feet. He'll be pounded out of bounds right around the 35.
Boy, I like his burst of speed. If he could just get to that open field, and he was trying to get outside, strung it out pretty good, and picked up about 4 yards, maybe 5.
Now, he does a good job. If he can get hit in behind them linemen, he just comes out of there. If he can never find that crease of daylight.
Exactly.
That'll be a tough one. All right, them old dogs. Situation for Suwannee. Back in action at the 40-yard line. Yeah, facing a second down, we'll call it about 12. Shotgun formation. Short slot. Johnson in the gun. Fed will be the lone back in the backfield. We'll have a short slot. 2 receivers near side. Looking at a 4-man front. Here's the snap. And Johnson looking down the field. We're going to put it up. It's intended for Bubba Lovett or Jamarcus Cherry. Either one would have to run it down somewhere about 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone. It goes incomplete.
Yeah, and they were both going to about the same spot, and that one thrown just a little bit in front of them, and neither could catch up. So an incompletion will bring up a 4th down, and an interesting call coming up here at that spot of the field that, do you want to punt it here? You might want to go for it. It'd be 4th and 8. But they're at the 36-yard line, kind of in that in-between area, so they're going to run a play.
Well, that would be the thing. If you kicked out of the back of the end zone, the Hornets would have it at the 20 anyway. So if you can pick up 5 or 6 yards here and not get the first down, we'll see. May try to draw them offside. Hayes and Johnson claps once, claps twice. Watson stands up on the near side and going to call another timeout.
They take the delay, and now they'll punt it. They'll give them a little more room to work. But they did exactly what you're saying. They were just trying to draw them offside, see if you can catch them on the cadence and the clap and all that good stuff. But it didn't work. And so they have to take the delay, and now they'll punt it away.
Yeah, that's going to back Moran up somewhere around the 45, 46-yard line. And they'll have their speedster, Lane Osteen. He'll stand deep for the Hornets somewhere around the 10. The thing here, you got to get that good snap. Good snap, and Moran puts a foot into it to see if they're going to let it roll. I would. It'll go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
And that was a good punt by Jace. He put it down there, and, you hope for a good bounce, but it just kicked right into the end zone. So that's going to come out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you'd rather it be like that old golf shot and back up for you just a little bit. Yeah.
And, sometimes that football will do that. You just don't know.
Absolutely. 6:44 to go here in the first half. Dogs in the lead, but them old Hornets got the football back.
Ogabby is playing at Mosley tonight, battle of undefeated clubs early in this season. You got Bell at Interlochen, P.K. Young doing battle at Keystone Heights, Newberry at Hawthorne tonight.
Man. Shotgun formation for Higginbotham. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Townsend. Receiver set on either side. Hand off to Townsend, left side. Finds a little bit of daylight. Got some good blocking over there and picked up a couple.
Yeah, good team tackling out there, led by number 21 that time on the tackle, Mike Johnson. He's just mixing it up on both sides of the ball.
And it's important for the defensive front to get in the right gaps, create space for the linebackers, and let them make the tackles.
Linebackers have been active.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I like having old Kyler Watson back there. You got T-Feb back there. And there's a couple of senior leaders. And Josh Johnson.
See what we do here. We get up to the line of scrimmage. Had a little blitz call, quick pass across the middle, and boy, we almost get a pick.
Yeah. He wanted another one. Suwannee just about came up with that. That was one of those bullets once again. And going to be a timeout on the field for a water break. So that stops the clock. 5:57 to play second quarter. Dogs up by 17 here on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Go see Stephen Jones, see the crew over there at Roundtree Moore Ford. They do a great job. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle, they've got a great selection of pre-loved vehicles. They got a top-notch service department. Roundtree Moore Ford, what's not to like? Highway 90 in Lake City across from the mall.
Yeah, and they were in green and white.
Well, yeah, doggone right. Stephen's a Suwannee graduate now.
That's right.
Over the other day, they got graduates from all over the area.
Yeah.
Working there. Got some Bulldogs, though. We're represented.
Yeah. There you go. After the water break, both teams back on the football field. Third down, and we'll call it about 8 for the Hornets from the 22-yard line. Dogs in a 5-man front. Higginbotham, he'll be in the gun, single back is Townsend, little play action, and a roll out to the far side.
Nobody
Wide open is Higginbotham on the far side to the 35, to the 40, to the 50, crosses the 50 to the 40. Boy, we better take a good angle, and we got him by the face mask, I thought, but maybe not. But he goes all the way. I'm talking to the 20-yard line, and you just got to read your keys.
Yeah, Lee Johnson run him down, but boy, he just ended up wide open over there, and nobody stayed home. And Higginbotham found Garcia Townsend.
He'll be in the gun, single
got those
back.
good jets.
Townsend, little play action.
He turned them
on,
and
to
man,
the far side.
Nobody
open is Higginbotham on the far side to the 35, to the 40, to the 50, crosses the 50 to the 40. Boy, we better take a good angle, and we got him by the there in this old face mask, corner. I thought, but maybe not. Far side, but he goes all the way. It makes a different ball game.
Yeah. Reverse screen, and nobody stayed home on the far side.
Higginbotham in the gun this time, and Trevor Bird in there, handed off to Bird. We hit him in the backfield. We're going to drive him all the way back to around the 25. He's going to lose about 4.5 yards on that one.
Yeah. Couldn't get outside that time. Suwannee with good penetration. And you're right, they're going to lose about 4 yards. Moving back to around the 25-yard line. The Lafayette at the Suwannee 25. And now the Hornets have been tough when you get inside that red zone. And let's see if Suwannee can also get tough down there.
Yeah, you better see where number 3 is, which he's going to come to the near side. That's Lane Osteen. They'll have 2 receivers here. He'll be the inside receiver. Short slot. Higginbotham's going to just follow his man to the far side of the field. Nothing doing. Big number 15 stacked him up at the line of scrimmage.
Marco Rojas.
Another one of them linebackers for the Dogs.
Marco Rojas will turn you into sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, you got after the light joke, you got me tonight.
Okay. Third down, 14 coming up.
Big play for the Suwannee defense right here.
Suwannee trying to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard.
Got to hold them, dogs. This time Trevor Bird, he'll be in the backfield. He'll be the lone back. Two receivers set near side. Higginbotham calling for the snap. Here it is, looking down the field, and he's going to try to tuck and run it. No, he's just going to cast it into the air. And boy, I tell you what, number 11 came out of nowhere and almost caught up to that football across the middle.
He did, and the quarterback, one of them dogs had him by the jersey, and he had to get rid of it maybe a little before he wanted to, and it ends up being an incomplete pass. But you're right, almost catching up to it was Jack Stewart.
He'll be the lone back. Two receivers set near side. Almost come out of nowhere because calling for the snap. I thought he was just looking down the field, and he's going to try to tuck and run it. No, he's just going to cast it into the air. And boy, I tell you what, number 11 came out of nowhere.
They're not even thinking field goal. They're down 17, and they're going to go for it on fourth down here.
Got to pick up about 14 yards. Higginbotham in the gun. They'll bring motion to the inside. Higginbotham looking. He throws it out here. Boy, intended for number 11, who was almost open. Jack Stewart. It goes incomplete. Suwannee will take over on down.
Dogs will take over, get possession of this football after a big defensive stand there. Boy, after that big reverse screen pass, they got it all the way down the field, got it down to the 21-yard line, but the Dogs toughened up on defense and kept him out of the end zone, and Suwannee still with a 17-0 lead, and now they will get the football back.
The old Dogs dodged a bullet, and they hunker down on defense.
3:42 left to go until halftime.
Dogs will line up at the line of scrimmage, which will be around the 24. Agent Johnson will be the quarterback, single back in the backfield. That'll be fed. Trips to the far side of the field. That's the short side. Looking at a four-man front. Here's the snap. Little play action to fed. And we got a lot of pressure. We get out of that pressure, and we're looking down the field. Boy, wasn't a bad pass for being under duress.
No, he was just trying to catch his back out of the backfield there, and then that was a safety valve. But I don't know how they missed the sack there. And I think that was Hawkins that was back there on him, Marion Hawkins.
Yeah.
And somehow Agent Johnson got away from him and got outside and was able to get off the pass, but it falls incomplete.
Single back in the backfield. That'll be fed. Trips to the far side of the field. Second down and 10. Looking at a four-man front, 3:34 to go. Little play action to fed, and we got a lot of pressure. We get out of that pressure, and we're looking down the field. Two receiver set near side. One of them will be a Jory Williams. Shotgun formation for Johnson. Here's the snap. Quick pass to Williams. If we can get the block. Williams to the inside to the 25. Little stutter step to the 30. And, boy, he's still going to get shy of the first down.
Jory Williams, though, with some nifty moves after he made that just a little pass out there, makes the catch, and then makes a couple of moves and picks up about 7 yards.
See what the Dogs do here on third down. We'll call it about 3. Johnson with the gun, single back. That'll be fed. We'll ride fed into the line of scrimmage. We fumbled the football, and we were trying to pull it back out. That was Hagen Johnson. There's a wrestling match right out there around the 27, but I think we got it back.
Yeah, Johnson had the ball, but one of those Hornets was trying to get it away from him, but he wasn't giving it up. The Dogs have had a little bit of trouble with that. It seems like we get a positive play, then we have a negative play.
Exactly.
Yeah. 2:49 to play until halftime. We'll step aside back after this on rivercountrysports.com. Saddle up, Suwannee. It's rodeo time. The 6th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo will take place October 16th and 17th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the Fairgrounds in Live Oak. There will be roping, along with bronc riding, steer wrestling, cowgirl breakaway, barrel racing, plus bull riding. Gates open at 6 with the rodeo beginning at 7:30. Saturday's rodeo will air live right here on River Country. Don't miss the rodeo October 16th and 17th in Live Oak. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com. And back here at Paul Langford Stadium, punting situation coming up for Suwannee at their own 27. They're facing a 4th down and 8. And so going to have to punt this ball away and give the Hornets credit now. They could have folded up, shop there and got down by 17 early in the first quarter, but they've been playing hard. They haven't given up anything.
No, shut down the Dogs here in the second quarter. We had some opportunities. We just missed them.
No doubt.
Now, Moran, he'll be doing the punting chores. He'll stand somewhere around the 14-yard line. Back deep for the Hornets. Number 3, that'll be Lane Osteen. He'll stop somewhere around the 35. Just remember, it takes a good snap from here. Things can get tight. And we're counting.
Late player coming out on the field.
Yeah. Waiting the snap still. There's a snap, a pretty good one. And, boy, a high, booming, spiraling kick. And they won't call for the fair catch now, that he will pick it up. But we'll eat him up right where he catches the football, right around the 21 or 22. And that was a fantastic kick.
It was, and great coverage down there. And Mr. Osteen, a little bit dangerous as he picked that ball up, but got away with it, but tackled immediately.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he hadn't have picked it up, it might have rolled inside the 10.
Yeah.
He had that forward roll on it.
True, but if he had bobbled it at all, it'd have been a turnover. So
it'd have been dog ball.
Yeah, he got away with it, and pretty gutsy move, but, he's a good athlete and took the chance and got away with it. So give him credit.
Yeah,
22-yard line of scrimmage.
Hornets will have the football. They still have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to work with. So that first quarter went by in a hurry. The second quarter's taking forever.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we've got our player spotlight brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Suwannee County. Blaine Kelly and Lee Johnson are our guests this week.
Higginbotham, the old quarterback. Here's the snap. He's looking, going to put it up. Number 11 came open for a little bit. Now Higginbotham going to have to take it and run. He'll make it all the way to the 24 and a half.
He didn't want to run with it, but he had to scramble around, couldn't find anybody open. Also coming up at the half, we've got our Bulldog Bark brought to you by Hunter Taman. So join Keith Hunter as he's got Dale McCullers, a Suwannee legend.
Mercy.
Yeah, coming up at halftime.
Higginbotham, the quarterback, 2 receivers set either side. We're coming with a blitz from the outside. Quick pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for Lane Osteen.
And it was a little bit low, but not a bad pass considering the duress that the quarterback was under. He put the ball there where his receiver could have made a catch, but just couldn't handle that hot pass. So 3rd down and 8 coming up. Of course, Lafayette now in the SSAA, the Sunshine State Athletic Association. They left the FHSAA, as did a lot of the smaller schools around the area. Brantford as well.
In the gun for Higginbotham. 2 receivers set. They're going to throw it again, and Higginbotham's going to take it straight ahead. I think he fumbled the football, but I am not sure. Maybe he didn't.
No, but I tell you what, big old Jakari Brown was back there to bring him down. And he held on to it, but big number 45 come at you. Look out.
Him and Watson were
Association. They
kind of
left
cram in the middle.
FHSAA, as did a lot of the smaller schools around the area. Brantford as well.
In the gun for Higginbotham. 2 receivers set. They're going to throw it again, and Higginbotham's going to take it straight ahead. I think he fumbled the football, but I am not sure. Maybe he didn't.
No, but I tell you what, but it's a fumble.
The nose of the football touching the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. In the gun is Johnson. Single back in the backfield. That's Fed. Little quick pass out to Jari Williams. Jari does a little quick move. Cuts it north and south. Actually, he's running north, and he'll bang his way close to the 10. We'll see where he went out of bounds.
Well, had it at the 20, so that's going to be close to a 1st down. But, I love his move. I mean, that's just a quick pass to the line of scrimmage, and he just does a little shake and bake from there and picks up good yardage. And let's see, did they give him the 1st down? Yeah, this is going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal. We've seen that before. Johnson in the gun. Love it. And Jari Williams on the near side. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Trayvon Fed. He'll be sidecar right. Looking at a 4-man front. High snap. Ride Fed in there, and it's going to be Johnson. He's going to pull it down to the 5, 4, 3, 2. Somebody say, give that dog 6 and a big old, oh my.
Hajan Johnson, his first rushing touchdown of the season. He's thrown 5 touchdown passes, and now he's got one on the ground. Touchdown, Suwannee.
We kind of needed that one because things got tight. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Trayvon Fed. He'll be sidecar right. Looking at a 4-man front. High snap. Ride Fed in there, and it's going to be Johnson. He's going to pull it down to the 5, 4, 3, 2. Somebody say, give that dog 6.
From 20 yards away. And the 10-yard touchdown run by the dog quarterback puts the Bulldogs up 23-0. Here comes the point after.
Moran will attempt it. Johnson will be the holder down on the tee up, end over end. Boy, that one looked perfect.
And it is good. And so Suwannee will extend that lead now 24-0. Well, you're going to look at the score of this ball game, and folks are going to say, Ooh, Dogs just rolled all over. That was an easy ball game, but it's been anything but.
It's been a battle.
No doubt. Other games around the area tonight, you got Bell and Interlochen doing battle. Got PK Young and Keystone Heights. Got South Sumter at Williston. Dixie County at Trenton. That's a big rivalry game. Got Zarephath Academy. They're battling Santa Fe tonight. Red Raiders off to a 1-0 start, looking to go 2-0. First Coast Christian is at Hilliard. You got Baldwin at Rains. Eagles View is at Stanton Prep. Yulee at First Coast. Big ball games.
A lot of high school football in old Florida.
No doubt. I love this time of the year, and college football going to get cranked up this Saturday with 8 ball games. NFL preseason still going on.
And another one that's going to be kicked out of the back of the end zone. So, man, I must have talked bad about him on that first kick, only kicking it to the 10, and every other one has been out of the end zone.
Seemed like after he made that FaZe Flowers field goal, that kind of pumped him up a little bit. And he's been kicking the lights out since then. But he did that as a freshman. You know, he'd been playing baseball, hadn't played football, and just not quite in that football mindset. But he's getting it. He's starting to come around.
He's doing a good job.
And what a weapon. Man, I'm so glad he came out. We were worried about the kicking situation, then thought we had a kicker off the soccer team, and then with about a week to go until the Kickoff Classic, he walked away. And so Coach Hall called Coach Moran and said, what do you think?
Say he can just kick.
As long as he just kicks.
Them old Hornets with the football, Higginbotham in a gun, quick pass across the middle, and it was almost complete. I mean, he bobbled it, but that's because he had a lot of pressure. It was intended for Isaac Watkins. It hit him in the hands, but there was old dog right on his back.
Mike Johnson was riding that Hornet back, and nice defensive play there. Yeah, that was a good pass. And so Coach Hall called Coach Moran and said, what do you think? Just a great defensive play.
Say he can just kick.
As long as he just kicks.
Them old Hornets with the football, Higginbotham in a gun, quick pass across the middle, and it was almost complete. I mean, he bobbled it, but that's because he had a lot of pressure. It was intended for Isaac Watkins in the first half. Higginbotham, thought he handed it off, but he did not. And he kept it himself, and he runs off tackle. He'll pick up about 4.
Fakes the handoff that time and keeps it himself. I thought for a minute it was going to be play action, but that was a running play all the way and ends up getting about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, did a good job that time and faked everybody out. I mean, because you got to watch Alex Townsend because he's a speedster.
Yeah. Well, you got a key on him, no question. Yeah. And that caught Suwannee off guard just a bit.
We'll see if they throw it here. 2 receivers set on either side. Calling for the snap. Higginbotham, here's a snap. He's going to put it up, down, out, and up, and I would not throw to this side.
Yeah. And, Gwynn, he had him boxed out that time and couldn't get into a pattern. He wanted to go deep, but just great coverage over there. Had him right there on the sideline, and that was textbook.
Yeah, just covered like a blanket.
So an incompletion will bring up a 4th down, and it could be a 3-and-out once again for the Hornets.
Looks like Cherry with the deep back for Suwannee. He'll stand somewhere around the 50. Also, number 21 will be there as well. That's Mike Johnson. See if we come after this one or we try to set up a return. Boy, he drops the football and then he kicks a low liner that Cherry should pick up somewhere right around the 45 to the 50. Cherry to the 45 to the 40, gets one block, turns it inside out and gets hammered around the 37. 1st and 10 Dogs from there.
So a nice little return. That was kind of a crazy play that time as I didn't think the punter was going to even get the punt off, and he kind of kicked a line drive out there. And Cherry had a little bit of trouble finding the handle, finally did, and made a nice return. But now only 28 seconds left to go in this quarter.
Yeah, and I think Townsend thought about running it, and then he saw a little bit of a lane. He said, I'm going to kick this hammer knocker. We're not going to be backed up to around the 20 again.
Yeah, headsy call. And now the interesting thing is, will Suwannee take a knee here? Or are they, with 28 seconds, going to try to get more points on the board?
We'll see how they line up. Looks like it's going to be trips to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield's fed. And it'll be number 5 to the near side. That's old Bubba Lovett in the gun. And, yes, we're looking down the football field. No, we step up. Here's Hagen Johnson. Throws it to a safety valve, and we'll pick up about 4 yards before we get knocked down by that Hornet.
And Trying to pick up the number. I believe that was 12 out there.
Was.
Okay. So that was Cray.
But there is Cray. Dogs in a hurry right up the line of scrimmage, and we're just going to
spike the football, stop the clock. Is that what he did?
Oh, yeah.
Still got a timeout in your pocket. But now only 6 seconds on the clock.
Yep. No, you're right. Well, the thing is, with 6 seconds, what are you going to do? Just put it up?
Well,
end zone? I mean, that's pretty much.
Yeah, you really don't have time to, I guess if you could get a quick pass and step out of bounds, maybe you'd have time to set up a field goal try.
Yeah.
Or do you just take one shot at the end zone here? Looking at that Suwannee Quarterback Club scoreboard.
It'll be interesting to see.
24-0.
Yeah.
Support the Suwannee Bulldog football team by joining the Suwannee High School Quarterback Club. The Quarterback Club, a community of fans and supporters of the program. The club supports the team by raising money for travel, equipment, meals, all kind of good things. For more information on how you can become a part of this outstanding group, contact any current member, visit their Facebook page, or text 386-590-1309. The Suwannee Bulldog Quarterback Club.
Almost caught me in the middle of some Bulldog punch.
Got to get set for this last
last play. We'll see if or should be the last play. We'll see. Fed will be the single back in the backfield. Johnson in the gun, trips to the near side, and I think we're just going to send him down the football field. Johnson rolling, a lot of pressure, and he's going to be sacked, and time will run out. And finally, the ball goes out of bounds.
Might have should have took a knee.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of ugly there, wasn't it?
That was ugly. I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking.
Well, we'll take a 24-0 lead into the locker room. Got to feel good about that. Suwannee 24, Lafayette nothing. We're at halftime here on RiverCountrySports.com. Since 1946, Live Oak Jewelry has been this area's go-to for beautiful jewelry and repair services. Check out their selection of watches, bracelets, wedding rings, class rings, earrings, necklaces, and more. Plus, the family-owned and operated jewelry store specializes in expert repair services, ensuring you receive high-quality work performed at a reasonable rate, and most work is done on site by the owners so you can speak directly to the person doing your repair. Longtime supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football, let's support Live Oak Jewelry, Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak, Florida.
Looking for the perfect spot for family dinner or catching the game? Beef O'Brady's is all about great food, friendly service, and fun for everyone. From their famous wings to hearty entrees, there's something for everyone at the table. Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak, where every visit feels like home. See you tonight.
Every student has a future waiting for them. At the Suwannee County School District, we're helping them discover what is possible. With certified teachers who know their students, possibilities inside and outside of the classroom, and pathways to prepare them for college, careers, and beyond, we are giving every student a chance to find their passion and pursue their purpose. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Sometimes you just need a bird's eye view. Call Bird's Eye Roofing for a free estimate. Visit www.birdseyeroofing.com or call 386-935-6559.
It's time for Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Kickoff coming up in about a half hour. Right now, it's time for our pregame show. The pregame coaches show is brought to you by the Second Chance Thrift Store, 501 North 129 in Live Oak. They've got everything from gently used furniture to appliances, clothing, housewares. Call 386-365-6353. Open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5. The Second Chance Thrift Store, 129 North in Live Oak. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
It's time now for a Bulldog Player Spotlight, brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. It's halftime, and it's time now for Player Spotlight. I've got a couple of dogs here. I've got number 3 and number 4, Travis Fedd and Kyler Watson. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Yeah. How has things gone this off season with summer workouts? I'm gonna start with you, Travis, and just getting in the weight room, getting ready for the season. How has that gone?
Yes, sir. Just putting in a lot of work this season, trying to get back right, get back how play.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How has turnout been? Has everybody bought in? Has kids been showing up voluntarily?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Been a pretty good number of people showing up.
All right. How about you, Kyler? How would you assess the off season?
We've definitely had a lot of people coming. I think during the average day of the summer, it was probably 65 to 70 kids, and we roster about 90 between both teams. So that's pretty good turnout, I would think.
It's time now for a Bulldog Player Spotlight.
He asked me to come out there and help, and ever since I've just kind of learned as the game went on. So
you enjoy doing it?
Yes, sir. I love it.
Yeah. Do you see yourself getting into the football profession?
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
I want to go to college for sports management and hopefully come back here and do something one day. So
that'd be awesome.
Yes, sir.
Be awesome. How's school going? For you?
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No
Senior
complaints?
this year. Yes, sir. I love my classes. So
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you love them Suwannee Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
We have that in common, man. All right, Lee, let me talk to you a little bit. This is your senior year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me about what you do, practice. You play wide receiver, defensive back.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me a little bit about it.
So on the defensive side, I start at free safety.
Okay.
So my job is to make sure I don't get beat deep, help my DBs out on the deep passes and the short routes and stuff. I help in the run fit a lot. I come down, help the linebackers if they need help. So I'm really just like a floater guy. I just help whoever needs to be helped. And on the offensive side, I play slot receiver. So those short routes, bubbles, slants, and stuff like that, that's the kind of stuff that I get.
Okay. Which do you prefer, offense or defense?
I prefer defense.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
You
I like to go get the ball.
Okay. Being on the attack.
Yes,
What do
sir.
you think, though, about being on an island out there sometimes? You got single coverage. That bother you at all?
No, sir. No,
No?
sir. I think myself that I can play man on zone, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. What do you think about the defense so far this year? Shutout at Crystal River. That was pretty cool.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty proud of the defense having a goose egg on the scoreboard, and I think that we were pretty good. We fly around. We all attack the ball. We all get to the ball fast. We make sure we do our assignments. We're all in alignment right. We make sure we do our jobs and stuff. So I'm pretty proud of the defense for how we going right now.
Have you been playing football here in the area for, since you were in Pee Wee ball? Or
Yes, sir. I've been playing for Suwannee all my life. So,
Okay. All right.
yes, sir.
And how do you feel about this team this year? You feel like this group can achieve some things?
Yes, sir. I feel like we got a pretty good group. I feel like we got a chip on our shoulder right now. Everybody doubting us. So I feel like that give us more momentum to keep winning and keep doing good.
All right. How's school going for you? How are things away from football going?
So school going pretty good. I like all my classes. I got pretty good grades. So
Okay. Do you know what you want to do past high school? Have you thought about that?
yes, sir. If I don't pursue football, like go to college with football or basketball, because I play basketball, I'll do welding, because I take welding right now at River Oak. So
Okay. Well, welding's awesome, but I'd love to see you pursue football or basketball.
yes, sir.
So the basketball season coming up, what does it look like as far as Suwannee basketball this year? Are you looking forward to that?
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna have a better season than last year.
Good.
Looking forward to having a better record.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So we got a new coaching staff, so hopefully that's better than what it was last year.
Okay. I always ask kids this, but if you could go to any school, do you have a dream school, whether it be football or basketball, where you'd like to continue?
No, sir, not right now. Not that I know of.
Do you have a favorite team that you follow, favorite school, like as far as
Yes,
college
sir.
ball?
Florida State.
Florida State?
Yes,
Is
sir.
basketball as well?
Yes, sir.
I see Coach Hall over there cheering for that. He liked that answer. What's your favorite college team?
I like Florida.
So we got a Gator in the Seminole and a Hurricane in the middle. Go figure. We got the state of Florida covered right here. All right. Friday nights are pretty special, though. You guys like game nights?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's pretty cool playing on the road, but there's nothing like a home game at the doghouse.
No,
You
sir.
agree?
Nothing like it.
Yeah. All right. As far as
anybody that you might want to say hello to? I call it a shout out. Is anybody watching the stream that you just want to look at the camera and talk to and say hello?
I like to shout out to everybody, all my friends, all my family. I love y'all.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Blaine, you?
My friends, my family. I love all y'all. Y'all help me out with pretty much everything I need help with. So thank y'all.
Does he help you out on Fridays? And
Yes, sir.
during
He helps
practice?
me out a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He my eyes in the sky. You already got it.
Good job. Good job. All right. I appreciate you guys. I want to wish you good luck, not only this year, but in your futures as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining me right here on the Player Spotlight. We got second half action coming up. Got stats on the way, provided by Jamie Watcher of the Lake City Reporter. Keep it here. Friday Night Dog Ball on River Country.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Saddle up, Suwannee. It's rodeo time. The 6th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo will take place October 16th and 17th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the Fairgrounds in Live Oak. There will be roping, along with bronc riding, steer wrestling, cowgirl breakaway, barrel racing, plus bull riding. Gates open at 6 with the rodeo beginning at 7:30. Saturday's rodeo will air live right here on River Country. Don't miss the rodeo October 16th and 17th in Live Oak. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SwaneeParks.com.
We're Lafayette State Bank.
Real people, local people invested in our communities.
Hi, I'm Sandy Millian, the Live Oak branch manager. Go Bulldogs.
And I'm Tiffany Bevel, the Brantford branch manager. Get 'em, Bucks.
Since 1946, Lafayette State Bank, independently owned and operated,
committed to meeting the growing needs of our community.
Proudly serving the Suwannee Valley, your hometown bank.
Lafayette State Bank, serving dogs, bucks, and pickup trucks.
Member FDIC.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Hi, I'm Keith Hunter, and this is the Bulldog Bark. And joining me today on the Bulldog Bark, I've got Bulldog Hall of Famer, also Florida State Hall of Famer, Dale McCullers. Outstanding football player for the green and white from the class of 1965. Well, how you doing, Mr. McCullers?
I'm doing great, Keith. It's good to hear from you.
When did you play for the Bulldogs, Mr. McCullers?
1963 through 65. I played under Coach Wyman Townsend. At the end of the 65 is when I was recruited by Florida State. So it was 1963, 65.
When did you start playing football?
I didn't start playing, Keith, until I was a junior in high school. Remember, I don't know if you remember, 1962-63, Coach Gene Cox and their team won state championship, and they had players like Bebo Bishman and Hilton Summerall, and just some great players.
Now, when you went out for the Bulldogs, who were some of the guys that you played with that you can recall?
Okay, Lynn Williamson, Johnny Hurst, Bebo Bishman was on our team still, George Langford, Wally Allen. Our quarterback was Malcolm Brady. I was a tight end and linebacker. Those are the guys I remember the most. Just players, Donald Robinson, other people like that.
Okay. Now, you mentioned, of course, now you only played high school football for 2 years.
Right.
But yet you still had made the impression, I guess, to be recruited.
Truth, Keith, is this. Florida State wanted Johnny Hurst really, really bad. My coach, Coach Townsend, said, I'll really encourage Johnny Hurst to go to Florida State if you'll recruit Dale too. So I was kind of an afterthought.
Right.
But Johnny was just extremely talented, and I got everything out of just hard work and work ethic and being hard-headed. So they gave me a shot, and ended up, my body developed, and I got stronger and faster, and ended up being a pretty good player for Florida State.
Right.
Bill Peterson was the head coach. Bobby Bowden, would you believe, was a receiver coach at the time.
Okay.
Bill Parcells, the Giants coach, and other coach teams, was a line coach for a while I was there.
Okay. Was Burt Reynolds there at the time?
No, Burt was almost pre-Dirt. He was before me.
Okay.
When I got to Florida State, he had just graduated. He was a graduating senior.
Player from Live Oak they recruited. What was his name again?
Johnny Hurst. He was a running back.
Okay.
He ended up having a pretty good sophomore year, and then had some academic problems, and he went to Marshall University and ended up being a really good running back. He got drafted by the Jets, and I got drafted by Miami. At the end of '68, I got drafted and started the preseason in '69.
Right.
And played 2 years for them. Shula came down to Miami from Baltimore. He was head coach of Baltimore. He took over the Dolphins, and there was a player strike, and several of us were veterans. I was a second-year player. And like a dummy, I stayed out with the veterans. And the very first day, he cut like 10 of us that had been out. And I got picked up by Baltimore a couple of weeks later. I went home from the Dolphins all devastated, thought my career was over. And then I get a call from Baltimore and wound up that year being a member of the team that went to the Super Bowl 5.
Right.
So, in the long run, he did me a favor. I went from the outhouse to the penthouse.
Okay, I understand. Now, you played with Johnny Unitas, is that right?
I did. He was an interesting story on him. Being a boy from Live Oak, Florida, not knowing much about the world, but I admired Johnny Unitas so much. He was like a hero to me in high school.
Right.
And then I got to play on the same team. I walked in the locker room before the preseason started and saw Johnny Unitas, and he came over to me at my locker, stuck out his hand and said, "You must be Dale McCullers from the Dolphins." And I didn't think he knew me from Adam,
Right.
I felt like I had collard greens in my teeth, and I said, "You must be Mr. Unitas." And that was a big, big deal for me and my self-esteem at that time.
Right.
And the memories of fans, and I had an aunt one time, Keith, who was real loud-mouthed and would get up in the stands and call out my name real loud. And, one time, several of us skipped practice. It was Don Robinson, Wayne Gill, and a couple of others of us skipped practice.
Right.
I think Johnny Hurst was one of them. Coach wasn't going to let us play for the first quarter, the next game. My aunt gets up in the stands, and as the game started chanting, "We want McCullers. We want McCullers." And Coach Townsend pulled me over and said, "You hear those people up there yelling for you?" I said, "Yes, sir, I'm ready to go." He said, "No, you're not going in the game. I want you to go up there and see what they want."
All right, I want to thank you, Mr. Dale McCullers, for joining me on the Bulldog Bark. It's awesome talking to a high school legend, college football legend, and also played in the pros with Johnny Unitas, Mr. Dale McCullers. Born in Lake City, but was raised and reared in Live Oak, Florida. He's always worn the green and white. Hi, I'm Keith Hunter, and this is Huntertainment For more than 40 years, I've watched Bulldog football from just about every angle. And through the years, I've had the opportunity to watch, listen, photograph, write, and share the stories of Bulldog athletics. I've had conversations with many of the players and coaches who helped build the Bulldog tradition. From Bulldog Hall of Famer Andre Davis, who went on from Suwannee to the University of Florida and on to the NFL. Coach Terry Mixon, who excelled in college baseball and even had a stint in the big leagues. And Dog Brown, the legendary Coach Mike Pittman, and many, many more. Different generations, different sports, different journeys, but all a part of the Bulldog tradition. And these are the stories that we want to preserve. You can find those stories, interviews, and much more on the Bulldog Bark. Scan the code and subscribe for free. This is Huntertainment.
Looking for the perfect spot for family dinner or catching the game? Beef O'Brady's is all about great food, friendly service, and fun for everyone. From their famous wings to hearty entrees, there's something for everyone at the table. Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak, where every visit feels like home. See you tonight.
Sometimes you just need a bird's eye view. Call Bird's Eye Roofing for a free estimate. Visit www.
Quarterback Higginbotham is 2 of 15, 79 yards, and he's thrown 2 interceptions. The big running back there, number 20, Townsend, is 7 carries, 56 yards, had that big run that he popped. That's pretty much been the offense for Lafayette. 24-0 your score right now. And taking a look at Suwannee, big number 11, Hayden Johnson, he is 6 for 9, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. Yeah. That's a pretty good night. Offensively on the ground, though, Suwannee hadn't gotten a whole lot. Fed is only 5 yards on 5 carries, and you got Johnson with 14 yards on 2 carries. And, of course, let's give credit to number 14, Jaquez Gwynn, with a couple of interceptions in that first half. And also want to give credit to the Suwannee High School band. Man, they came out here and looked good, didn't they?
They did. They looked awesome and fixed us up right here in the booth.
Yeah, I want to thank the band boosters. They run the concession stand on the home side and had a hamburger and fries at halftime, and we appreciate those guys. Bring your appetite when you come out here to Paul Langford. Tell you what, between the band boosters, then you got the NJROTC on the visitor side, and they cook up some good food on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to miss it.
Just checking out first half stats here. As you can see on the screen, Jace Moran had a good first half there, kicking that doggone ball in the end zone and firing phase flower field goals off. 24-0 is your score as we get ready for second half action.
Yeah, Moran with that 28-yard field goal early in the game, and then all 3 extra points, and kicked, I think, about 4 or either 5 out of the back of the end zone as far as kickoffs.
And his punts. I mean, they've been spectacular as well. Good hang time. Hey, while I got a moment, wanted to let you know about 50 Cal Coffee and Desserts. They are on Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak. The cafe offers a welcoming space where anyone can come to fellowship, read the Word of God, relax, and enjoy their lovingly made 50-50 coffee and other beverages that they have available. Mr. Phoenix, he's a Marine Corps veteran and retired deputy sheriff. He's established a place that honors and welcomes veterans and first responders. Stop by to experience their unique blend of Live Oak coffee, desserts, and community. Downtown Live Oak, 50 Cal Coffee and Desserts. We appreciate their sponsorship here on River Country.
You can't beat it. Now you talk about college football kicking off tomorrow.
Yep, I'm ready.
Man.
And FSU's got a game tomorrow night. They're 31.5-point favorites over New Mexico State.
Huh.
Would you take that bet? So, in other words, if you took the Seminoles, the other team coming into the game is leading 31.5-0.
Well,
you got to overcome that if you're going to win your money.
Well, I think I could win.
You feel pretty good about it then.
Well,
okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Only top 25 team in action on Saturday. You've got USC. They're ranked number 14 to enter the season, and they got San Jose State coming in. They're 38.5-point favorites in that one. ACC game at 3:30 tomorrow. NC State and Virginia. That'd be a good one.
That ought to be a good game there.
Also, Hawaii at Stanford. Remember last year Hawaii upset the Cardinal, but this year Cardinal playing at home, so they are a favorite in that one. Early game in Dublin, Ireland, kicking off at noon. North Carolina and TCU.
Yeah, and that probably ought to be a pretty good game as well.
Should be. You just never know about that travel and how things will shake out there. Teams got all lined up, and then referee said, y'all are on the wrong side of the field, so they had to switch as we get second half ready to go here.
Swap them around.
The NFL season kicks off, the second weekend. And so this weekend you got 8 college game, and then the full season starts Labor Day weekend. Then the week after that, on the 9th of September, that'll be the first NFL regular season game. That'll be a Wednesday night game, New England at Seattle.
Pretty awesome. Them old Hornets, they're going to tee it up right there at the 40-yard line. Higginbotham, he does the kicking chores, the kickoff chores. The Dogs will be traveling, I guess, from south to north. As you see it on your streaming dial. Boy, down in that dark corner, we mishandled it at the 15, up to the 20, 25, got a lane to the 30, cuts to the outside. What a great move there by number 21, and that's old Johnson. He'll be ran out of bounds close to the 40-yard line.
Well, he is fun to watch when he has that football in the open field. Mike Johnson.
He is a scat back.
Yeah, man, he's a senior running back and return man and Mr. Excitement. Give Suwannee decent field position. They'll begin this drive at the 40-yard line.
Let's see what the Dogs do if they got this first drive scripted. See if we're going to come out and try to run it a little bit more than we did in the first half, or we're just going to open it up. Receiver set to either side, looking at a 4-man front. Johnson in the gun, single back in the backfield, and we'll hand off to Fed. He'll come near side and get hammered right around the 45, but he'll pick up 5 yards, and the ball, well, actually, he bowls his way forward for a little more.
Yeah, he just kept going, wasn't all the way down. The whistle hadn't blown, keep moving. So a nice job there, number 0, picking up some good yards on the first down play. Lafayette defense pretty stingy against the run in that first half, but 8 yards on that carry.
Yeah, it was. 2nd down and 2 for them old Dogs of Suwannee. Dogs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Hornets digging in on the other side. They're in a 4-man front. Higgins Johnson, he'll be in the gun. Fed will be the single back. Receiver set to either side, double tights, and going to hand off once again to Fed. Comes to the near side, breaks one tackle at the 50 and bowls his way close to the 45.
Just tough nose running there. You know, he took a couple of shots, kept moving forward, picks up a first down and moves the sticks.
Well, that's some tough sledding, running it off tackle. Trying to establish the run game here early in the second half.
6-yard pickup, puts the ball down at the 46-yard line, now in the Hornet territory with a new set of downs.
Waiting the next play call from the sideline. Dogs up to the line. Johnson in the gun, single back. He'll be sidecar right. Receiver set to either side. Now we're looking at about a 5-man front. Hand off to Fed. No, Johnson's going to keep it himself as he takes it back, and he'll probably be thrown to the turf. He'll probably lose a couple on that one.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. Might have should have gave it number 0 that time, but thought he could catch him off guard and take it up the gut. But going to end up losing a yard, so 2nd down, 11 yards to go.
Ball spotted right around the 47-yard line.
Like that's the type of personality we're taking on, feast or famine.
Yeah, that's right.
Good positive play, and then you'll lose a few, and then you come back, a big play.
This time Fed will get set to the left side of Johnson. 2 receivers set. Here's the snap. Johnson looking, going to air it out to Bubba Lovett. Lovett comes clear. Does he make the catch in that dark corner?
Yes,
he does.
He did.
All the way to the 5 or 6 yard line. I mean, he disappeared from my side.
I mean, to tell you, he down the sideline he went, and he made that catch, and you come back tumbling down, but held onto that football. What a big play! As we see that in the little box there on the replay.
Johnson.
We can bring that up big screen for a second.
Snap. Johnson looking, going to air it out to Bubba Lovett. Lovett comes clear. Does he make the catch in that dark corner?
Yes,
he does.
He did.
All the way to the 5 or 6 yard play last week.
Yeah, he did.
Shotgun formation, knocking on the Hornet door. Hand off to Fed. He'll go straight ahead hard to get down. He's still going to fight his way for about 1.5 yards or 2.
At the 5-yard line, 1st and goal, and gets it down to around the, see where they spot this thing, about the 4, it looks like. So pick up of 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's see Dalton Limblade. He checks in for the Dogs. He usually does the snapping chores, on the punts and extra points.
Yeah.
Kind of taking our time. Also, number 2, Jari Williams, he'll check in, see if we can get this play call going. We're down to 10 on the 25-second clock and below.
I want to take a delay down here.
Shotgun formation. Number 15 in the backfield this time. Handoff left side, and we'll pound away close to the 1.5 or 2.
Marco Rojas running the football there.
That surprised me.
How about
Couldn't even
that?
think of his name.
He's mainly a defensive
Yes,
player,
he
but
is.
they'll sneak him in the backfield there. Good athlete.
Yeah, when he first started here, a couple of years ago, he was a quarterback.
It's true. He's just a good athlete, but he gets a couple of yards there, gets it down to the 2-yard line, 3rd down and goal.
Big 3rd down situation for Suwannee. Knocking on the Hornet door. Boy, it's been tough sledding inside. Rojas will stay there. Limblade will block for him. We're going to do the quarterback sneak, and somebody say give that dog 6. And that's old Hagen Johnson.
That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the football game. He's thrown a couple. He's run for a couple. Hagen Johnson, touchdown Suwannee.
Yeah, that's a 2nd running touchdown.
How about that? 7:56 showing on the 3rd quarter clock, and the Dogs extend that lead now 30-0.
I guess that's our big package when Limblade checks in as the up back, and then bring Rojas, the linebacker, in. Then we do a quarterback sneak.
Little tush push if you have to do it. Let's do it. Now Moran for the extra point.
The holder will be Johnson. Boy, they come after this one. Up, end over end, and it is good once again.
All right, Dogs 31-0 over Lafayette, 7:56, 3rd quarter here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Every student has a future waiting for them. At the Suwannee County School District, we're helping them discover what is possible. With certified teachers who know their students, possibilities inside and outside of the classroom, and pathways to prepare them for college, careers, and beyond. We are giving every student a chance to find their passion and pursue their purpose. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Hey, if you're in the market for real estate, call Pool Realty. Their team has the experience, the knowledge, and the listings to make your dreams come true. Their agents will work hard to match each customer with the property that best fits their needs. So whether you're looking in Live Oak, Brantford, or anywhere in North Central Florida, they're committed to providing an exceptional real estate experience. Pool Realty, with offices in Live Oak and in Brantford. Call Pool Realty for all of your real estate needs. 31-0.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, here in the 3rd quarter. Moran puts a foot into it. This is an old line drive kick. I'm trying to see if it's going to go in the end zone. It finally does. They've got some dark corners around here.
We do. And I don't see any lights out, but it's always been that way, hasn't it?
It must be a home field advantage. That's all.
Well, yeah. I don't know that we practice out here at night, so.
I don't know. A disadvantage for streamers, broadcasters, anybody that can see.
Yeah.
When you get down into the corners. Nevertheless, the Hornets will start out 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line after Moran puts it in the end zone once again.
Suwannee has played 6 quarters and so far has not allowed a point between Crystal River and half of this ball game.
I see some other Dogs checking into the ball game. Shotgun formation for Higginbotham. Split backs in the backfield. Hand off, 2nd back through, and them Dogs say nothing doing right at the line of scrimmage. And the anchor of that line, big old number 45 for the Dogs.
Yeah, you're not going through him.
No.
You're going to have to go around.
Dakari Brown.
Does a nice job and had plenty of help there. As that Suwannee defense, those are attacking Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Loses a couple of yards on that
into
exchange.
The ball game. Shotgun formation for Higginbotham. 28, Bryson Dunn. Backs in the backfield. Hand off, 2nd back through, and them Dogs say nothing doing right at the line of scrimmage. Dogs still in that three-man front. Now we'll bounce in the four. Shotgun formation for Higginbotham. Single back in the backfield. Hand off to that single back. That will be Townsend. He'll take it off the left side, and them dogs say nothing doing. They'll meet him just over the line of scrimmage. He may pick up one or two back to the original line of scrimmage.
And once again, and here comes a late flag. I see Watson in there on the tackle. See piles, bottom of that pile, and
had to be
see what this is all about. Swanee's pointing toward Lafayette.
Had to be talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably. Saying something you shouldn't say down there, and officials hear everything. And they're going to say personal foul.
Oh.
It was just saying something and been unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I must have missed it.
Yeah.
But Watson didn't miss it. Back up half the distance to the 10-yard line for them old Hornets. They'll face a third down and long, about 20. Out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage, come them old Hornets. Dogs digging in on the other side. Higginbotham in the gun again. Single back in the backfield. That's Townsend. Little play action to Townsend. Looking to quick pass complete to number 15. And we stand him up and run him to the sideline. Boy, number 15, Ryland Wine, just would not go down. He was fine.
He's a big youngin'.
Yeah.
And they were riding him and trying to get him out of bounds, but just a little screen set up to their tight end. And Suwannee does a nice job of keeping that corralled.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like the Hornets are going to have to punt it away. And once again, they're going to be, just outside of the goal line, somewhere around the 4, maybe the 3.
Yeah, where the punter has to line up. You're right.
Yeah.
But they got a 5-yard pickup there, so 4th and 15 here.
Townsend will do the kicking chores, a low snap, and boy, he got off that low liner, and Cherry's going to pick it up on the roll at the 45. Cherry to the 40. He's trying to cut back at the 35, but no, them old Hornets got him hemmed up around the 36. That's where the Dogs of Suwannee will start out 1st and 10.
Nice job by the Hornets that time to get down in a hurry, because that ball got to the return man in a hurry, and he had some momentum and some running room, but that Hornet special team unit did a nice job to contain him on that play.
Yeah, they sprinted to the football, and he just didn't really have anywhere to go.
Suwannee, with their special teams, they have had the advantage as far as field position goes.
Yeah.
Timeout on the football field, stops the clock, 5:57 to play third quarter, 31-0 Suwannee here on RiverCountrySports.com. Since 1946, Live Oak Jewelry has been this area's go-to for beautiful jewelry and repair services. Check out their selection of watches, bracelets, wedding rings, class rings, earrings, necklaces, and more. Plus, the family-owned and operated jewelry store specializes in expert repair services, ensuring you receive high-quality work performed at a reasonable rate, and most work is done on site by the owners, so you can speak directly to the person doing your repair. Longtime supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football, let's support Live Oak Jewelry, Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak, Florida. And here we are back at Paul Langford Stadium, 31-0 Suwannee. We're in the third quarter of play for just tuning in. 5:57 showing on that third quarter clock.
Yeah, and they said them doggies needed some water. It's an old water break here in the third quarter.
Well, it's hot and humid down there this time of the year. I got a score here, second quarter score. Godby and Mosley. Godby up 17-15 as they're on the road out there in the Panhandle.
It was a tough one there. See, about ready to go back to play. Receiver set to either side. Johnson in the gun, probably about 5 to 6 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Dogs at the 36-yard line. And now it's going to be a timeout by the Hornets. So Lafayette takes a timeout. Coming out of a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Looking for the perfect spot for family dinner or catching the game? Beef O'Brady's. It's all about great food, friendly service, and fun for everyone. From their famous wings to hearty entrees, there's something for everyone at the table. Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak, where every visit feels like home. See you tonight.
Suwannee football here on rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. Of course, I guess Bulldog fans enjoying this a little more than the Hornet fans are this evening. Got a fourth quarter score to pass along. South Sumter leading Williston. Score there is 14-0.
South Sumter's always pretty tough.
They are. They're always a good club, and Williston as well. So that's a pretty good ball game still going on. Keystone Heights leading at the half over PK Young, 24-0. You've got Palatka leading Union County at halftime, 22-15 is the score in that ball game. Newberry and Hawthorne, they're scoreless. They're in the third quarter. That must be an old-fashioned snot knocker there.
Oh, yeah.
0-0.
You talk about Palatka. I mean, I think they're up next.
Yeah. We got to deal with those Panthers.
Back to action. Agent on the quick pass, complete to number 12 on the near side. That's Rodarius Cray. And he'll pick up good yardage before he's driven out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him.
Just an easy pass over there, and then 21 knows what to do after he catches it. Picks up a few yards after the catch. Pick up a 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Also looks like number 18, Jalik Hankerson, checked into the ball game at one of the wide receiver positions. Actually, he'll be the tight end on the right side. Shotgun formation for Johnson. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Mike Johnson. Here's the snap. And hand off to Mike Johnson to the 35, to the 30. Boy, and he gets pushed out of bounds somewhere around the 20, maybe the 29.
Well, that option, and Hayden puts it in his hands, and then he's still got a hold on. They both got a hold on, and who's going to end up with it? And ends up letting it go, and 21 turns on the Jets and picks up another 4 yards.
And sometimes that's what caused that fumble the one time earlier in the game.
Yeah, sometimes it can.
When they fight over the ball.
Yeah, that's right. Don't like that.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Hornets digging in on the other side. They're in a 5-man front. They jump off sides or either we move.
Now, it looks like a straight offside call. Should be pretty easy, and that's an easy first down. So that's a freebie. We'll take that. Lafayette jumps, and Suwannee gets 5 yards.
Move it up 5 yards.
Down to the 23-yard line, knocking on that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. Just outside of it. Dogs score here. We're going to get a running clock.
The old center for the Dogs must have asked for a new football. Must have been a little slick out there.
It is humid now.
Yeah.
We can get the rain tonight, but
I formation. We're lined up under center. Handoff second back through. And we're going to pound away. Still got our legs to driving down to around the 21.
Stingy defense on that running play.
Yeah.
Not much room there for Mr. Fed to go. But he fights for a couple of yards. Tough sledding. Picks up 2 down to the 21. 2nd and 8.
One of them Dogs came up a little gimpy on the front line. I think that was Logan Myra.
Well, it's one of the keys to this season is to stay healthy.
Oh, it is. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. I formation once again. Under center, handoff, second back through. This time it'll be Fed. He'll take it straight ahead, a little spin move, and he's still on his feet, driving inside the 10, and he'll be pounded down around the 6 or 7.
Boy, Fed that time had a whole pack of Hornets on his back. He was getting stung left and right, but just kept moving.
Sure enough.
And how about that? Under center that time, old-fashioned football.
Yeah. Old smash mouth football. Take it straight ahead.
Should make it a 1st and goal now. Inside that Roundtree for red zone. And down to around about the 8-yard line?
8-yard line. Lindblad thought he was going in where they were going to run that heavy package back there, but he comes back out. The lead blocker will be number 15. That'll be Rojas, I think.
Yeah.
It will be.
Oh, and he had a nice
Hand
little
off to
block
Fed,
there.
and he did make a nice block, and then we did a little stutter step and a step to the outside. And got it down close to the 5.
Yeah, give 15 credit. He made a nice block there. Gave his running back a little extra room. And down to the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal. Clock moving, under 3 minutes to go, third quarter.
We're trying to get the next play call.
Looks like they actually marked the ball down at around the 6-yard line.
Yes, they did.
Game was only 2.
Second and goal from there. Dogs looking for another score. And we seem to be taking our time.
We are taking our time and going to have to call timeout here or take a delay. So they will call a timeout. And 1 second left on that play clock. So
wow.
Timeout on the field stops the clock with 2:33 to play third quarter. And as you see on the Suwannee Quarterback Club scoreboard, Suwannee leading 31-0 here on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Well, the Suwannee Bulldogs knocking at the touchdown door. They're at the 6-yard line, second and goal. They lead 31-0, so the next score will put them over that magic 35-point lead, and then we'll get the running clock for the remainder of this ball game. And imagine, this play started out with a little pass, number 12, but since then it's been all running plays, and imagine you're going to try to
we
stick this thing in the end zone.
From the I formation, under center.
Under center,
goodness, who would have thunk it?
I know. We hadn't seen under center in a while. That's throwback football.
Yes, it is. Let's see if we stick with it. Looks like Watson will be the fullback in this set on the I.
Yep.
Mike Johnson.
He dots the I.
Yes, he does. Tall sweep this time to Johnson, and boy, Watson gets the block or gets hit by Bird. And I tell you, somehow Johnson kept his feet, and I think somebody can say, give that dog 6.
Wow. And Watson had a great block out there, but then the rest was all number 21. He got to the outside. He was hit it around the 2-yard line, and somehow he kept his feet and squirted to the end zone.
He did. My goodness.
Give them dogs 6.
Wow.
That was fun. We'll have to look at that replay again, man. That was cool.
It was. And I guess that's where Trevor Bird's been mostly for the Hornets. He's been on defense because that's who Watson was having to block.
And now with the lead, the clock is running. Here comes the PAT.
Down on the tee, well, they come after it, but Moran bangs that hammer knocker through.
And the point after kick is good. And Suwannee leads by the score of, you ready for this, 38-0.
Wow.
Well, we have played these guys. This will be our third matchup. And the last 2 years, those games have been nail biters right up to the end of the ball game.
They have.
And Lafayette won last year. Suwannee won the year before, but it wasn't easy. But 38-0 here tonight. And there's old Mike Johnson. Whoa, man, what great second effort. Gets him in the end zone.
He keeps that low profile and somehow snuck it in there.
We love that on that 50 cal coffee and dessert scoreboard. Hey, if you got a hound on the ground or maybe a cat on the mat, bring your pet to the vet. Take them to Companion Animal Hospital, where pets become part of their family. Companion Animal Hospital is a full-service veterinary clinic located on Houston Avenue in Live Oak. You can reach them by calling 362-1556. They provide all services, medical, surgical, dental, boarding, grooming. They'll take care of your pets. Companion Animal Hospital, where they love all cats and dogs, especially those bulldogs.
And here's the kick. Boy, this time I tell you, it's their playmaker. Boy, and then we hammer him. I mean, he took a licking. He keeps on ticking, but he took a lick. That's number 3, Lane Osteen, on the return.
Osteen, boy, for a minute there, I thought he was going to break free, but Suwannee said nothing doing and corralled him finally just before he could get to the 35-yard line. Clock continuing to run as we're under the running clock. So let's see if we can get a play in before the end of this quarter, down to 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I wrote that last score in the fourth quarter. I must have been just hoping. Clock is ticking, though. Higginbotham in the gun, single back in the backfield. That'll be Townsend. He moves up sidecar right, 2 receivers set on either side. Suwannee in a 4-man front. Now they'll bring motion with number 13, Murphy. And the quarterback's looking, going to sprint to the left side. Boy, he really fakes us out, cussing up the field. And I tell you, old Higginbotham, he's got some nifty moves himself. He's quicker than you think he is.
Yeah, and that time he did a little pump fake.
Yeah.
You know, it looked like he was going to just float that ball out there, and it froze the defense, and then he was able to get some extra yards. So a pretty heady call there by the Lafayette quarterback as we come to the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes to go, 38-0 Suwannee here on rivercountrysports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
And a big Bulldog salute going out to the staff at Wes Haney Chevrolet. Man, they do a great job. Oh, David Haney, he's got a lot of different nicknames. I've heard him called Hank. I've heard him called Hammer. You call him David, call him Wes.
Wes, yeah.
A bunch of different names.
He answers to it all.
Yeah, that's right. They've got a great selection of cars and trucks, SUVs. Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Shotgun formation for Higginbotham. Split backs in the backfield, and this time handoff to Townsend. Takes it off the right side. Big hole, and he's still on his feet, and he'll drive his way close to the 40-yard line.
Well, Lafayette's still playing hard. Boy, they'd like to get that big 0 off the scoreboard. Suwannee with a lot of substitutions in there. Number 41 made the tackle that time, so give credit to Caden Carter.
He's just a 10th grader. You got a lot of new numbers. Number 9 in there as well, Lee Johnson. In the gun once again is Higginbotham. Kind of got an offset eye with Alex Townsend dotting that eye. This time the quarterback keeps it himself. He's got good running room to the 45. To the 30-yard line. They get a great block, walks the sideline. He'll be driven out of bounds. They say he stepped out around the 25.
And keeping the football outside. He faked the handoff inside and then kept it, had a blocker out there. And just peeling off Bulldogs and another big run. And that's going to move the ball all the way. This drive started at their own 34.
Yeah.
And now down to the 25-yard.
They are on the move.
They've had 3 plays on this drive. They've all been first down runs. Now down to the 25 with a 1st and 10. Suwannee trying to keep the shutout, but Lafayette has other ideas.
They do. Dogs in a 3-man front right now. We almost act like we're missing a man, but now we jump into 4. 2 receivers set far side, single receiver near side, and the quarterback's looking, steps up into the pocket. We got him wrapped up, and that's number 15 who came back into the game, old Marco Rojas.
Rojas came in there and give him credit for that sack.
Yep. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you had Travis Fedd also in there, and pretty much I just want to call him the A-team.
Trying to keep that shutout intact. And we are getting a lot of different players in the ball game, but you still got a lot of starters out there as well.
Yeah. See what happens here. 2nd down and long for them old Hornets. Higginbotham in the gun, kind of an offset eye. They'll bring motion with the outside receiver, looking for him underneath, and they're going to toss it up down the sideline. I think we're going to pick it.
Yep.
We were fighting over it ourselves.
You want to guess?
Number 14.
There you go.
He took it away from another dog.
He is just, man, I'll tell you what, when it comes to interceptions, he's got a nose for the football.
Oh, yeah.
INT, Suwannee comes up with it, and credit once again, Jaquez Gwynn.
Wow.
Back after this, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
We're Lafayette State Bank.
Real people, local people invested in our communities.
Hi, I'm Sandy Millian, the Live Oak branch manager. Go Bulldogs.
And I'm Tiffany Bevel, the Brantford branch manager. Get 'em, Bucks.
Since 1946, Lafayette State Bank, independently owned and operated,
Committed to meeting the growing needs of our community.
proudly serving the Suwannee Valley, your hometown bank.
Lafayette State Bank, serving dogs, bucks, and pickup trucks.
Member FDIC.
Well, Mr. Gwynn does it again.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
Suwannee football.
Shotgun formation, and we're going to hand it off to the near side, and that's going to be Fed, and he fumbles the
ball's
football.
loose.
He gets hammered, and they're going to pick it up. The Hornets are going to score on a defensive score.
Right after the turnover, we're giving old Gwynn credit there, coming up with the INT, but then we just give it right back, cough the football up, and the Hornets recover, and into the end zone they go, and so much for the shutout.
Yeah, they said, you're not denying us. But we got hammered. I mean, he got leveled, lost the football, and then one of those Hornets, I couldn't get that number.
Yeah. Do we have the replay on that one by any chance? Lafayette going to line up for the point after try. Here's the replay. Down in the corner.
It looks like Higginbotham here will do the kicking chores as well. There it is, down on the tee, and it is blocked. And it'll be no good.
And the replay was on the interception down there. But anyway, the point after kick is no good. But 6 on the scoreboard for Lafayette. They take that goose egg off. It's now 38-6, 7:15 clock running to play in this ball game on rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Suwannee 38 and Lafayette 6. With 6:32 left in this ball game. And boy, just like that, you never know about football. You come up with a pick, and Suwannee looks like they're in business and going to get some kids some work on the offensive side, and suddenly big fumble. Lafayette scoops and scores.
They do. Put some points on the board. Now they'll tee it up and kick it from the 40-yard line. That's old Tucker Higginbotham. Quarterback, kicker, runner.
Mr. Everything.
There you go. See if they squib it or onside here. That's kind of a pooch kick. We're going to call for the fair catch right around the 35, and that's where them old dogs of Suwannee will start out 1st and 10.
All right, Suwannee on offense after this on rivercountrysports.com. Since 1946, Live Oak Jewelry has been this area's go-to for beautiful jewelry and repair services. Check out their selection of watches, bracelets, wedding rings, class rings, earrings, necklaces, and more. Plus, the family-owned and operated jewelry store specializes in expert repair services, ensuring you receive high-quality work performed at a reasonable rate, and most work is done on site by the owners, so you can speak directly to the person doing your repair. Longtime supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football, let's support Live Oak Jewelry, Highway 90 West, downtown Live Oak, Florida. Support Suwannee Bulldog football by joining the Suwannee High School Quarterback Club. The Quarterback Club, a community of fans and supporters of the program. The club supports the team by raising money for travel, equipment, meals, all sorts of things. For more information on how you could become part of this outstanding group, contact any current member, visit their Facebook page, or text 386-590-1309. They are the engine that keeps these Suwannee Bulldogs running. The Suwannee Quarterback Club.
Awesome.
Great group of people.
We'll see a clock stopped at the 5:44 mark.
Yeah, it was an official timeout there for the midpoint water break. FHSAA mandates the water break midway through each quarter, the early part of the season where it's hot and humid.
Yeah.
And now the clock is moving again.
See how it goes here. 2 receivers set to either side, single back in the backfield. And Johnson will be the quarterback. Handoff straight ahead, this time to Fed. He's going to take it across the left side. He gets hammered once again. He might have made it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not a whole lot there. Hornets stringing that play out, not allowing any running room at all.
Well, you think you would wear them Hornets down on the front line, but they hadn't worn any.
No, they hadn't. They're hanging in there tough. This is not a team that Coach Edwards not going to let them quit.
No.
And there's just too much pride.
Oh, yeah.
In Lafayette for that to happen. So these boys are going to play hard until the final whistle, no matter the score.
Looks like it will be Cherry and a Jory Williams to the near side. Quick pass, and it's complete to Cherry, but hey, he's hammered by the corner. He comes across in a hurry and doesn't get any yardage.
No, he tried to do a balancing act there and keep his knee from hitting the ground, but he couldn't do it. And so his knee goes down, and he's down, and we'll lose a few yards actually there. So it's going to be a 3rd down and about 14 coming up.
It will be. And then see 2 of those dogs come out. Looks like Rojas is going to stay in somewhere in the backfield for Suwannee. Agent Johnson calling the play call. Dogs out of the huddle. They're up to the line of scrimmage. Hornets digging in on the other side. They're in a 4-man front.
Got Langblade out there as a blocking back.
And we'll be under center. Hand off straight ahead. I think it was Rojas across the left side. Gets banged down at the 34. Maybe picked up a yard, and it'll be 4th and punt.
Yeah, I think that was Rojas that time with the football.
Yeah, it might have been.
They switching backs on us.
Yeah, I also see number 12 back in there with Darius Cray, one of the wide receivers, or either a tight end or somewhere up there.
Here comes the punt unit out there with 3:30 to go.
So Moran, he'll do the kicking chores. He'll stand right around the 20-yard line. Let's see who's back deep for the Hornets.
Well, that's Higginbotham.
If he's a quarterback.
Of course it is.
And usually they take old Lane Osteen and put him back there.
And going to be a timeout on the field. Suwannee will use a timeout. They didn't have the right personnel out there, so they had to burn a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well here on rivercountrysports.com.
Do you want to help veterans? Vet Team 6 is a nonprofit organization that helps North Florida and South Georgia veterans with all types of projects, things that other organizations may not be able to do, like mowing lawns, removing debris, repairing driveways. We even help one veteran bury his donkey. You can help Vet Team 6 by volunteering your time or by making a monetary donation to the cause. For more information, check out our Facebook page at VETTEAMSIX. Vet Team 6, 6 branches, 1 mission.
rivercountrysports.com, Suwannee Bulldog football here on the channel. Trenton, 3rd quarter score, leading Dixie County. Score there is 19-14. Got a good one going there. Bradford leading Baker County 13-6, and that game at the half. Got Bell over Interlochen in the 4th quarter, 13-7.
And then here's a snap to Moran. Boy, he boomed another high spiraling kick. And they'll call for the fair catch. Them Hornets will right around the 26.
Columbia leading Lakewood. And the score there in the 4th quarter, Tigers 17-6. Of course, Tigers coming off that big upset of Jacksonville Bowls last week. So,
yeah.
Got a Florida-Georgia score here. Not going well for the Florida boys. Thomas County Central all over Lincoln, 56-7.
Wow.
That game's still going on in the second half.
Matt Jackson still coaching Lincoln.
I don't know I don't know about tonight.
Oh, well, he might have been out. Mercy.
Nice leading St. Augustine 22-20, 4th quarter score.
Well, that's always a good game.
Always, yeah.
Hornets have the football. Higginbotham, all-around quarterback, kicker, runner. He's in the gun. Quick pass across the middle, intended for number 4. And this time, number 22 got the pick for the Dogs, and we get hammered right around the 38. I mean, we got hammered. That was one of them young dogs.
Yeah, it was. And congratulations to Mr. Belton coming up with that interception there. And looking at the replay.
Well, Fledgy Belton.
Got the 50 Cal Coffee instant replay going on here. Take another look at that play because that went off the receiver
and just a nice job of concentrating, and the ball popped in his hands. He juggled it around but held on to it and then got popped by big number 15 there, Mr. Wine.
Yeah, Alan Wine. He's one of the tight ends for the old Hornets.
And after that interception, they letting that clock run. It's down to about 1:15 and counting. They're going to take their time. They're really not. I mean, the game's been decided, so it's just a matter of the final score, and Suwannee doesn't want to run it up or anything, so they take their time. Now they'll come out and run maybe one or two more plays.
Got a lot of them old juvenile dogs out there. Let's see who's going at quarterback, number 25, Stephen Evans. We'll have two backs in the backfield. I can't get them numbers yet, but we'll see if we can get them. Here's a snap. Boy, a high one, and handoff first back through. That'll be number 30 coming to the near side for them old dogs. And that's old Wilder Rogers. He's just a 10th grader.
Yeah, he got a carry here in a varsity football game. And see if we got time for one more play. Clock down to about 30 seconds at this point, and now they're just going to walk off. They're not going to run another play.
No.
And so your final score will become 38-6.
It will.
Suwannee will move to 2-0 on the season. And it's hard for me to believe, but Lafayette drops to 0-3 on the young football season.
Yeah, you'd have never thought that.
Yeah. I don't know that in my lifetime I've ever seen them go 0-3.
No, I can't remember it, but they'll come back.
Yeah,
I mean, they got a good football. I mean, they're scrappy. They stay after you all night.
You know, we had a little bit of extracurricular going on early in this game, but things then settled down, and we got back to just playing football. And credit to both coaching staffs for keeping, the kids with level heads and everything. 38-6 will be your final score. Back to talk about it after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
We're Lafayette State Bank.
Real people, local people invested in our communities.
Hi, I'm Sandy Millian, the Live Oak branch manager, Gold Bulldogs.
And I'm Tiffany Bevel, the Brantford branch manager. Get 'em, Bucks.
Since 1946, Lafayette State Bank, independently owned and operated,
committed to meeting the growing needs of our community.
Proudly serving the Suwannee Valley, your hometown bank.
Lafayette State Bank, serving dogs, bucks, and pickup trucks.
Member FDIC.
Looking for the perfect spot for family dinner or catching the game? Beef O'Brady's is all about great food, friendly service, and fun for everyone. From their famous wings to hearty entrees, there's something for everyone at the table. Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak, where every visit feels like home. See you tonight. And back here at Paul Langford Stadium, as you can see, the two teams at midfield together, and a little fellowship going on there. So that's always great to see. Got a score from Jasper. Unfortunately, not good news for the Hamilton County Trojans on the short end of things, as Wildwood leads Hamilton County 35-0. Now, Hamilton County is going to be the next ball game for Lafayette. They will be a home ball game at Dale Walker Field next Friday night, as the Trojans will come marching in. Meanwhile, the Suwannee Bulldogs next Friday night going to be right here in the friendly confines, and the Gainesville Purple Hurricanes will come calling.
Oh yeah, that'll be good to be at home again.
I love that. But Gainesville going to be a tough ball game now. That's a bigger school, and we hadn't seen them in a while.
No, we have not, and you're right. It's going to be pretty darn tough.
But 2-0 Suwannee team, Dogs gaining confidence. Would have liked to have the shutout, but, these things, I can't get too greedy and all this stuff. But
We did give up 6 points. In 2 ball games, gave up 6 points, and that ain't too shabby.
No, it's not.
And the defense didn't allow that.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's a scoop and score.
Yeah.
Yeah, fumble by the offense, and I don't know, they're still out there on the field. That's good. I mean, that's sportsmanship, fellowship, and just great atmosphere for high school football.
No doubt about it. And, like I say, after having the early extracurriculars, you just didn't know which way this game would go. But both teams settled down and just played football, and it was a good, hard-fought, but clean game from that point forward.
Yeah, and just hats off to that offensive line for the Dogs. They did a great job all night long. And, without them, you don't have 38 points. And without that defense, they didn't give up a point.
Yeah, that defense, and I tell you what, number 14, he's special.
Yes,
Wynn's got a nose for a football,
He
and
sure
he
does.
just comes up with those INTs. Then we had the late pick there, which a little juggle football. But Dogs defensively did a great job tonight. So hats off to that Suwannee defense, and the offense wasn't too shabby. How about Mr. Johnson tonight? Hagen Johnson with a couple of touchdown tosses, and then a couple of them running the football.
Yeah, it was Hagen Johnson to Jamarcus Cherry in the first quarter. Johnson to Phil Y'all in the first quarter. Hagen Johnson, quarterback keeper. Hagen Johnson, quarterback sneak. That was in the third quarter. And then you have Mike Johnson. It was the Johnson and Johnson show most of the night.
That's
and
right.
we ain't talking about baby powder. We're talking about Bulldog powder. Mercy.
Those Bulldogs come away with a big victory. Going to try to get you final stats coming up. Jamie Watcher from the Lake City Reporter providing stats. And by the way, if you want to read all about this game and about the Columbia High game in Fort White, and they just do a great job covering high school football on Friday night, pick up the weekend edition of the Lake City Reporter and follow Suwannee football all season long. All right, time out here. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Shipping stress? No thanks. At the UPS store, it's packed fast, shipped smart, and made fun.
Bring your package, track it with ease, and trust them with your most fragile stuff. They even handle Amazon returns. Plus printing, mailboxes, notary, yeah, they do it all. They even do large format printing.
Pack it, ship it, love it. Only at the UPS store of Live Oak.
Saddle up, Suwannee. It's rodeo time. The 6th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo will take place October 16th and 17th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the Fairgrounds in Live Oak. There will be roping, along with bronc riding, steer wrestling, cowgirl breakaway, barrel racing, plus bull riding. Gates open at 6 with the rodeo beginning at 7:30. Saturday's rodeo will air live right here on River Country. Don't miss the rodeo October 16th and 17th in Live Oak. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com.
Every student has a future waiting for them. At the Suwannee County School District, we're helping them discover what is possible. With certified teachers who know their students, possibilities inside and outside of the classroom, and pathways to prepare them for college, careers, and beyond, we are giving every student a chance to find their passion and pursue their purpose. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Sometimes you just need a bird's eye view. Call Bird's Eye Roofing for a free estimate. Visit www.birdseyeroofing.com or call 386-935-6559.
All right, back here one final time, Paul Langford Stadium, as the celebration continues. Here are the final stats. As you can see, got the stats up there provided by Jamie Watcher of the Lake City Reporter. And Tucker Hickenbotham, 3 of 18, 84 yards, 4 interceptions tonight. Hagen Johnson, how about this? 9 of 12, 172 yards with those 2 touchdowns, plus the 2 he had on the ground to go along with that. And there you see the team stats. So total yards tonight, Suwannee with 217, and Lafayette had 178 yards in the ball game, but just now we're able to cash in with a lot of those. But third down efficiency, Suwannee needs to improve on that. Both teams need to work on that. 2 of 11 on third down tries, and Lafayette 2 of 9. See, both teams lost a fumble. But Lafayette with 5 turnovers to Suwannee's 2. Suwannee cut down on the penalties. That was good to see.
Yeah.
Only 1 penalty night for 5 yards, and Lafayette with 6 for 55 yards.
Yeah, Coach Hall said they were going to work on that. I listened to your coach's show.
And see if we can – yeah, that's true. See if we can get the individual stats up there. Just go back to the top. And there we go. And that's Alex Garcia Townsend had 69 yards on the ground. Now we switch over to Suwannee. See, Trayvon ended up with 38 yards, 13 carries. Mike Johnson, 4 carries for 24 yards. DeMarcus Cherry with a nice night tonight. Couple of catches, 83 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Old Bubba Lovett with 52 yards. Ajari Williams, boy, he's becoming a weapon.
Yes, he is.
Couple of catches, 19 yards for him. And how about the kicking department? No, Jace Moran.
Man,
you can't say enough good things about the job he did tonight. He averaged 44 yards, 43.7 yards on his punts.
Wow. And if you go to his kickoffs, other than the one at the 10, I think they were all in the end zone.
Defensively, looks like Marco Rojas had another big game. He had 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 6 total tackles and an assist. That's a pretty big, good ball game there, isn't it?
Yeah, Rojas, he's a man.
Yeah, he's a tough ball player for sure. And nice job there with the stats. And again, congratulations to the Suwannee Bulldogs moving to 2-0 in the season with a 38-6 victory here on this Friday night. All right, final thoughts. Suwannee Bulldogs off to a great start. Crystal River, and now the home opener against Lafayette. So 2-0 as we get ready for Gainesville next Friday night.
Yeah, as we do that, and like you say, we can call it a winning record so far.
Yeah, we doubled last year.
Exactly.
Last year, 1-9, and already off to a 2-0 start. So green and white folks are feeling pretty good about things right now as we watch Suwannee continue to celebrate this down here in the corner of the end zone. 38-6, the final score. Up the broadcast. Sponsor. All brought to you in part by Suwannee Parks and Recreation. They bring you the Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 16th and 17th here in Live Oak. We'll broadcast live on the 17th and bring you that rodeo here in River Country. Also brought to you by Roundtree Moore Ford. They sponsor the Red Zone. You'll find them on Highway 90 across from the mall in Lake City, Florida. Brought to you by Bird's Eye Roofing. Visit birdseyeroofing.com to request a free estimate. Bird's Eye Roofing. By Live Oak's Beef O'Brady's. Boy, that's a place to go if you want to watch a ball game. Also brought to you by the UPS store of Live Oak, by Live Oak Jewelry, by Wes Haney Chevrolet, by the Suwannee County School District, by Faye's Flowers, by Companion Animal Hospital, by the Second Chance Thrift Store. Brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor for Suwannee County. Brought to you by 50 Cal Coffee and Desserts, by the Suwannee Quarterback Club, and by Lafayette State Bank, proudly serving Lafayette, Suwannee, Gilchrist, and surrounding counties since 1946. Want to thank the River Country team. Our streaming and executive producer tonight was Tammy Neal. The Suwannee Quarterback Club scoreboard was operated by Him Patel. The camera operators were Dusty Morgan and Tatum did it tonight, right? I had it written down wrong. I have Lucy Roberts doing the cameras. That's what I was told earlier. But she did Instagram tonight, and Tatum Brooks actually did one of the cameras along with Dusty. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Andy. I'm Wayne Luttrell. See you next week. Hope you enjoy.